and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. Now, I am your host, the one and only talent, El Idolo Deportivo Taylor. It is another En Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. It is officially March 8th. You know what? I had to remind myself. I was like, yourself, I think this is spring break week. And then one of my cousins hit me up, was like, nah. Because after I thought it to myself, I put it in the Ethernet, right? And my cousin was like, nah, it's more like, we in South Florida, it's more like spring break month. Don't get caught slipping out here. I was like, hey, yo, though, that's it. Sometimes you need family around to keep you grounded. Sometimes you need family around to keep you grounded. But it's another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. As you can see, it's another Wednesday because we are live from SHARKYS. It's officially March 8th. This is, what are we doing today? This is Volume 8, Episode 67, Track 521 of the MyT Sports Podcast. And boy, do we have a big show for you guys today. You understand? Like we got giant quarterback contracts. We got no love for Lamar. Ja Morant is out there somewhere. We got the Knicks being stopped. You got Pools Tech 9+3. We got Roger. And of course, you've heard us talk about it before the music started. You hear me talking about it now again. We got MyT Trivia coming up throughout the whole entire show. So we got a new segment. You guys not even. We got a new format for the trivia. You guys not even ready for the format. Like I was just gonna drop it on you guys. I was gonna drop it directly on you guys, right? So what we doing here at 8:37, trivia. 9:37, trivia. 10:37, trivia. Everybody's gonna get somewhere between 3 to 5 questions, depending on the crowd. You may get one question depending on the crowd. End of the night, whoever answers the most questions, you guys earn yourself a prize. Now, boy, do we have a prize for you today. Yo. Let me go ahead and dump this over to the side. Right? Let me go ahead and just dump it because there's no reason for this to be in front of me. There really is no reason for that to be in front of me. Or do we have a prize for you guys today? But like I said, regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. Hey, yo, Coach, can you help us get things started?
You play to win the game. Hello?
So, let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. Ooh, it's a good day. So let's rewind a little bit, right? Let's rewind just one slight moment because got to the show. And you know what? Can I get some? Yeah, let's do that. Even though we ain't about to talk birthdays right now, I'm gonna tell you why. Right? So we rolling up and rolling around. We get the whole show set up. And I said to myself, let's go ahead and start jotting down any particular notes, any tidbits, we already know what we're gonna talk about. Let's go get down any little tidbits, any little nuggets, you know what I mean? Any little tidbits that we're trying to get on. I realized when I started looking, and I'm like, hey yo, I can't find my book. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, how much do I really need my book? I know what I'm talking about today. We have an idea. We have an outline, right?
Number 5.
Plus, not to mention that. Right. So I'm looking on book. I'm like, okay, you know what? I know what I'm talking about today. I don't need the book particularly, but anything I need to talk about, I can pull it real quick and get a nice little peek at it. Well, that would have worked, and I wouldn't have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for the time I was getting to the part, okay, wanted to add something more into there today. So more trivia, bigger prizes. More trivia, bigger prizes. You know, so bigger and bigger. Don't worry, MyT trivia may be coming to another bar near you. We'll see how this goes. So I realized that the prize for today's show. Are you right on time? First set of trivia questions are at 8:37. Sign up for trivia now. We're having three.
I'm starting pretty sick.
We're doing 3 rounds of trivia. We're doing 3 rounds of trivia. 8:37, 9:37, 10:37.
All right, do I need to sign over? Just gonna touch.
3:33.
Get your names on there. Get your name on there.
What age?
I'll see you.
You said HR?
JR.
Not you.
HJR. I'm HDN.
HDN.
Yeah. Every business is America.
Okay.
That's right. That's my fucking PS name, and that's my fucking Xbox name. HDN 555.
Oh, I gotta get you on Xbox. I'm on Xbox too.
Yeah. I do it all. Fortnite. I gotta get the new Modern Warfare.
I got it. Yeah, I got it, but I barely play it. I don't play them. I only play with my boys, right? I don't really go on there though. Like, so let me finish telling you guys the story. So I realized I left my book, and I didn't make the book until I realized the prize for today's show was gonna be in the book, or it's in the book, and the owner already left, so I couldn't go get a new prize from him. So I had to run back home to go get the prize, which also happened to get my book, which took a lot of time out of the pocket. I told you I didn't have to worry about a lot, but I did have to worry about a little bit. And that little bit cost us 10 minutes. But can I tell you all of the phenomenal things that I realized had happened? And don't forget, all the chat lines are open, regardless of where you're listening at. It doesn't matter if you're listening on Facebook, you're listening on Twitter, you're listening on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, anywhere that you're listening at or you're watching at, go ahead and start adding us in the comments. Give me a couple of flexes. Give me that muscle man post. We're giving that MyT flex. It's good. Let's start flexing on these hoes. Right? Let's start flexing them on the podcast. Drop me some flexes in the comments. All right. Then I realized we had no birthdays today. We had no birthdays whatsoever today. Is your birthday today? Okay. We had no birthdays yesterday. We had no birthdays today. I got a notification about something. I thought it was going to be a birthday. Well, it was not a birthday, but a very important RIP. That RIP is not till tomorrow. So, no birthday shout-outs. What's going on, Trish? What's going on, Mark? I see you both. Welcome to the MyT Sports Podcast. Appreciate you. I don't know why I'm overemphasizing all my P's like that. Pushing P. Oh man, let's get into our first topic of the day. Right, let's get into our first topic of the day, and that is the giant contract of
MyT.
We get it right into it. That is the giant contract of Daniel Jones. When I met giant contract, I literally
Oh, that's great. He's worth every fucking dollar, bro. And then they got Barkley too. So you know what? The Giants are looking great.
So they do have him now. So I'm gonna tell you what ended up happening.
Go on.
So I was talking with my co-host on Monday.
Yeah.
And we were going back and forth.
Right.
And
a lot of people hate
because I can understand where he was getting at, and I thought he was just wrong on what he was trying to consider.
Who?
My co-host. Well, he said he wouldn't have paid Daniel Jones more than $35 million a year. That's what he said.
Listen, remember when the rumor was he wanted $45 million, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? Which is just a rumor. He got rid of his fucking manager. He got a new fucking manager to represent him. And maybe they went higher. You know, you think about it. Hey, if free agency, everybody's going for their fucking dollar. You know, it's so hard today to hold the team together because of free agency. It became a nightmare for her. It used to be the organization had to pull and everything. You play for us, you don't play for nobody.
And I'm glad they don't no more.
And it's good that the individual has the right now.
But
no, Dick. Now it's made it hard to keep a fucking team, though. Because everybody's going for the
money. It means that GMs have to do their job now.
Oh, yeah.
It means that now they have to really earn their money because players.
Because now history. So, but
let's move forward a little bit.
I want to just say something.
I got you. But
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Everybody was hating because they thought Jones says $45 million. I said, no, they should give him a lifetime contract. They should give him more. And you know what? Fuck it, they got the money.
I wouldn't have paid him. I wouldn't have given no lifetime. Not Daniel Jones.
Well,
but let me explain what we was talking about. He had an issue giving Daniel Jones $35 million. And my retort to him was that, well, he's asking for anything with a 4 in front of it. I asked him, this is before everything came out. I asked him, would you be comfortable giving him $40 million? I asked him this on Monday, before we got the numbers. Would you be comfortable giving him 40? And he said no to 40. And I said to him, well, you realize $35 million today is basically $40 million in the next year's contract when everything.
Ask for more, and that you expect to get. We
all understand negotiated tactics.
Right.
We're not talking about negotiated tactics.
Was your boy happy with $40 million?
No, he's not happy with $40 million. And I'm gonna tell you, and that's what we ended up getting to, is that he wasn't even comfortable giving him 40. And I tried to explain, well, you realize 40 today is 35 tomorrow. Like we all know the DJ Khaled line. Today's price is not yesterday's. Today's price is not today's price.
Bench, the minute you take it off the lot, you lost half the value.
When I end up realizing from him, if you're uncomfortable giving him 40, which is really 35, that means you really just want to give Daniel Jones a long contract.
Right.
And that's really what it was. Right. He really is kind of uncomfortable giving him that mediocre.
They don't like him. I love him. I wanted to have an offensive line because he's already proved to me if you can give him 5 seconds, he can get the ball off and get it off accurately. 5 seconds? 5 seconds? It's an example.
That's way too much time. 5 seconds?
Shut up.
2.7.
Listen, nobody, Dan Marino, 3 seconds. The Giants have been.
Today's NFL is under 3. Why would I show? This is my show. No,
I want to tell you something.
But
I know football, son.
And I know football too.
But I know football on the inside.
Well, not with no 5 seconds. No, if every quarterback had 5
seconds. Your quarterback is running like Jones is, your offensive line is not doing the job.
That is true.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But also, he needs to get rid of the ball a little quicker himself.
Yeah.
Nobody gets 5 seconds in the NFL.
Sure.
Nobody. The only person that ever really got 5 seconds every once in a while was Tom Brady.
No, I seen him get 5 seconds just on this season.
Who gets 5 seconds?
I seen fucking Jones get 5 seconds just this season.
Well, that makes me on rare occasions. Okay, because you can't rely on it.
Exactly.
Okay, so as I said, if every quarterback had 5 seconds to throw, no quarterback would have an issue.
Listen, I watch the greats. I see Johnny U. I see Joe Namath. I see fucking Phil Simms. I see Joe Montana play. All right? I see Warren Moon, Jim Kelly. Okay, I see some of the greatest quarterbacks. And Dan Marino. Greatest quarterbacks.
I've seen 90% of the people you've mentioned.
Marino had the golden arm. No doubt about it for the 3 seconds. But Montana was more accurate with his guys. And he had lots of guys, like Jay Rice for one. Okay?
Well, Jay Rice is going to be in the greatest.
In the game of football, if your offensive line cannot give you the fucking time to do what you got to do, then you don't have that much of a chance.
That's true.
Mahomes,
and that's across the line.
I think Mahomes is going to be the greatest quarterback.
So. Okay, I don't want to talk offensive lines right now. It's not really. That's a whole entire left field.
But they needed it. The Giants were going nowhere without it. The Giants were not going anywhere without it.
I got you.
Understand?
That's what the point.
Okay. And even with offensive line, there's still people out there that don't believe that he deserved $40 million. He still only threw, what was it? He threw less than 20 touchdowns last year.
How many yards in front? Exactly. Outran probably one every.
But that's also
that's not what you want the quarterback to be doing. But he did it.
But that's also a combination of a.
No.
Well, that's a combination of two things.
He didn't quit. He ran. He could have just went down like all these other pussies, but he decided to run.
Who goes down?
Lots of people do.
Who goes down these days?
I ain't gonna say.
No. I know what you're saying, but.
Lots of people go down.
Not these days, though. I feel like 75% of the quarterbacks these days.
Not the black quarterbacks, but the white quarterbacks do.
Even them.
Who's a pocket holder today?
75% of the quarterbacks today now roll out and run.
Yeah, but who's a pocket holder today? That's what I'm trying to say.
Nobody's a pocket holder. But it's not just the black quarterbacks. It's also Justin Herbert. It's also Justin Herbert in LA. No.
Yes, he was.
He rolled out every chance he got.
No, I'm not talking about roll out and do it. No.
Oh,
Listen,
okay,
Bill
so
Sims, another pocket quarterback.
okay, so okay,
Dan Fouts,
time out.
quarterback.
They ran differently back then. So if we're going to try to compare the two, we have to find a middle line to correlate it. Running was different back then than it looked today. They designed more run plays for quarterback today than they did in Joe Montana's day.
No, they did.
They designed.
They did.
This is not hyperbole. They designed more running plays for quarterbacks now because of the RPO that they run now.
Brady wasn't even a running quarterback.
Brady is from an older regime.
Okay, got that.
Brady is no longer this era.
Oh no.
He's no longer today's quarterback.
I got that.
Brady is the guy that needed 5 seconds every time to be successful.
Yes.
He's that guy because he's no longer mobile.
Most
75% of quarterbacks today, you need to be a dual threat.
Yeah.
You need to be able to run and you need to pass. So
yeah, I got that.
So running plays are now designed differently for all these quarterbacks. So most quarterbacks these days don't go down. No. They just don't go down because running plays are designed for them. They run now. Quarterbacks these days. When you try to bring up Joe Montana, he didn't run as much. Running plays weren't designed as much for quarterbacks. You understand? Right now, when you draft a quarterback.
Let me ask you something.
What's up?
Before the forward pass was invented, what do you think quarterbacks used to do?
So now we want to go
off the ball.
Okay, so now we're moving all the way back from Joe Montana's day to now going back to even before they even passed it. Now now we're no longer talking apples and apples. and we're gonna move forward.
You have to know the whole history of the sport.
I understand the history of the sport.
How it grew. Who was the first one to throw a pass play?
Listen, I understand the history of the sport.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to compare, we're trying to compare quarterbacks now, right? You jump from Joe Montana to a time where they even passed the ball. At that point in time, you can't even compare nobody to Joe Montana because they didn't even pass the ball.
Right.
So on that time, all they designed were run plays for the quarterback.
Right.
That would be even different to judge. Okay, so we're trying to find a line of correlation. You keep changing this line until it makes it hard to correlate. Do you want to find a line to be able to debate on, or you want to find where correlation is?
I'm using the whole history of the NFL and what was in the past.
Okay, so but you're going too far off because honestly,
I don't think the quarterback should be making 100.
Because what you tried to do a second ago was you tried to big up Daniel Jones for not going down, for him running more.
Right.
And I tried to explain to you, most quarterbacks today do not go down. That's the ultimate point here. Because 75%
I don't believe that.
Because 75%, you don't have to believe it. 75% of quarterbacks that now come,
maybe 60,
75% of quarterbacks that come into the league today.
Oh, it's college.
I'm not talking about Joe Montana anymore. We're talking about today's quarterbacks. Is Daniel Jones a quarterback from 1982 or is he a quarterback in 2023? Okay then. So when we talk about Daniel Jones in today's game, most quarterbacks in today's game do not go down because the RPO is designed in everybody's offense.
Today's game don't have a history to back it up.
So So when you talk about Daniel Jones, he gets no credit for not going down if everybody in today's game is running. Because what you're doing is that you're giving him credit in today's game, but you're using the comparison to the older individuals. You're comparing how much he ran in states compared to Joe Montana's era.
In my eyes,
I'm telling you that
team, the quarterback shouldn't have more yardage running than the fucking running back.
Well, that's a different era.
No.
It all depends who your quarterback is.
No. You know what? It's not a different era. I just pointed out the reason why. Before the forward pass was invented, the quarterback could have more yards than a running back.
Okay.
But after that point, no.
And then now we're back to a point where now the quarterback can, based on how today's game is played. See how we come full circle? You're stuck in an era. You're stuck in an era, but you can be successful.
So, listen, Mahomes runs like a motherfucker, but you know what? He makes his money on his passes. His sidearm.
But he also makes his money off of his legs. Because if he was starting in the pocket and couldn't roll out and create that extra time, he doesn't get half those plays.
He would not been in the Super Bowl if he couldn't throw the ball.
You're blinded. But you know what it is? It is time to play trivia.
Well, Hobbs throws the fucking
It
ball.
is time to play trivia. Who's ready to play some MyT trivia?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and sign up. Okay,
Watch my
so
boy's car right now. Go ahead.
so right now we have you and we have you. Is that the only contestants? Any other contestants for MyT trivia?
Right now.
All right. So you each are gonna get 5 questions in this round.
Okay.
Okay? Again, we're gonna have another round at 9:37.
Okay.
So now you're competing against each other for the same prize.
Still doing the same way.
Oh, yeah, you're competing against each other for the same
All right,
prize.
go.
So if you yell out answers, you're just helping your competitor.
Gotcha.
You doing the same way numbers and shit? Like
Yes, we're still running
All right, you
numbers.
go first.
We're still running
No,
numbers.
you got it.
But you signed up first, so I'm gonna go with you first. We're just gonna start it. We're just gonna start in order. And right now the numbers are between 1 and 333.
I gotta go my favorite number, 22.
Okay, his favorite number is 22. But you know what? I just realized something. I didn't play the music for the segment. Let's get this started.
Never asked you if anything at all sports or is it just miscellaneous shit?
You've been here before though.
I've always seen the ass, but it's my freaking 4th year today. This is Saturday. I'm very freaking coherent right now.
You get excuses already.
I'll tell you, I'm usually here every Wednesday, but I'm passing in the ass.
You know your name, Terry?
I know my. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, miscellaneous.
It's gonna be hated today.
So the way this works, we're gonna be Miss Nothing. Miss Nothing. We're gonna do some shit. Right? So the way this is gonna work, as you guys know, is gonna be random questions, right? In all kinds of genres. We're talking about sports, Disney, movie, trivia. I even added some "Are you smarter than a 5th grader" questions. Sports edition. Are you gonna play trivia today? Well, you got to sign up. Can you use a gift card here? Can employees? Go sign up for trivia. We're gonna be running trivia 8:37, 9:37, and 10:37.
What's it gonna be? Best out of 5 basically? Maybe
The whole entire the accumulation through the whole night.
Oh, so we got a
We got time. So if you pop back in at 10:37, I mean at 9:37 again. Got you 10:37 again. Yeah, so keep popping in. 9:37, 10:37. All right. Let's get ready and get it. You said your first number you wanted it to be was 22. I think I say this every time, but there is a famous Jay-Z song called 22 Twos that is on his first album. I am not going to give you the name of his first album because that also is a trivia question as well. But I did give you the opportunity to at least look up the answer while it's not something that's being asked to you. Let's look up number 22. Did I make 22 a particular hard answer? I tried to. I tried searching for your favorite number. Okay. This one may be easy. It may not be. Okay, so your question is, what part of the body can't touch the ball in soccer? And I'll give you some.
Your hand.
Is that your final answer?
In soccer, the part of the body cannot touch the soccer unless it's goalie. It's your hand.
Final answer?
Or you can touch it with their hand.
Yeah. Well,
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer. But he's talking about like just.
No, he didn't specify that if you think about it.
Well, if you ask any player to play anybody.
No, but really, in all honesty,
He answered it in full. Your hand cannot touch the ball unless you're the goalie. He even gave you the extra part. I didn't even think about
unless
that.
you're the goalie, but you said what part of the body can a player in soccer not touch the ball? And you're wrong because the goalie can touch it with his hand.
But I said it in the answer.
Okay.
No, I'm just giving the win.
I understand what you're trying to make the technicality.
Yeah.
Even without that technicality, he's still right.
No, all right. I don't care that you got the win. I mean, it's cool. But you didn't specify. Other than the goalie. That's what you need to say.
But I could say except for the goalie, but he even, like I said, he even gave the extra
I
portion
know,
of it.
it only makes sense when you watch soccer.
So
Okay.
Was he going to go back and forth?
We're going to go back and forth.
All
So
right.
now, he left
So are
already.
you?
When he gets in here next time, he's going to get 5 straight questions. Who else wants to sign? There is still time to sign up for MyT Trivia. Would you guys like to sign up for MyT Trivia? Who's that over there? Listen, JR, if that's your boy, then you might as well tell your boy to come sign up. What's up? Okay, what's your number?
333.
333. Okay, his number is 333. And okay, so the very last question in the book. So, what Marvel series did Megan Thee Stallion recently appear in?
Who?
I'll ask you again and I'll give you some music to think about. In what Marvel series did Megan Thee Stallion recently appear in?
The Stallion?
Yes.
So Marvel series meaning movies or? I'll say Black Panther.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. It's probably wrong, but yeah, I'll say yeah. I don't know.
You have failed this city.
Okay, so you got your first answer wrong.
I know. What was the answer?
Black Panther.
What was the answer?
Would you like to play? Who's that back there?
What was the answer?
It is She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Because you don't know who Megan Thee Stallion is.
They haven't made a movie yet. She-Hulk. It's TV series.
Well, it's a series. Yeah. I said that.
No, I don't know when you say
What
series.
Marvel
It could
series
be a comic book. I'm a comic fan. I'm say that.
did Megan Thee Stallion
Yeah.
recently? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry. You could have said Peter
Well,
Parker.
that's a pop culture question.
You could have said it.
All right.
So,
So Chase, you're up next.
all right.
What's your number?
I don't know. What are my options?
Between 1 and 333.
No, 332.
There you go.
332? Okay. Let's go 332. Okay. Name a major 3 professional team in Georgia. Is that your final answer? I just need one.
Wait, which one is you picking? He's saying.
No, you just have to pick one. No, you just have to say one. I just need one. I just need one. I just need. These are one of those layup questions. Listen, if you're thinking it sounds easy, it's one of those easy questions. Don't overthink it. Is that your? Okay.
You know what? I'll give it to the Falcons.
To the who?
The Falcons.
To the Bulldogs. Yes.
Alrighty. JR, you're up again. Or is your boy gonna play? Are you gonna participate in MyT Trivia? Are you even?
Well, he's gonna be leaving here.
Ah.
All right, let me do. Let's do his. Number 12.
All right.
He's a Packers fan. So.
Number 12. Is it what? Packers
fan.
Packers fan. You know what? We're gonna give some Packers
Watch your mouth.
in the next segment.
Move it on.
Me and my. We're gonna have an update on number 12 for me and my Jets.
That ain't gonna happen.
Listen, the only thing I can say about that before I even go to the segment, if we ain't gonna have them, you won't have them either.
I don't know where else you gonna go if you don't go to the Jets. You stay.
Oh, club bet.
He's either gonna stay in Green Bay, go to nobody else to put effort out to get him.
Okay.
I bet you he stays in Green Bay.
I don't know.
I just got my hat signed by Aaron Jones in Miami, buying sneakers in the shop that I go to.
He gave you an inside tip? He gave you an inside tip?
He ain't going nowhere.
Okay. You said number 12?
Number 12, go ahead.
Alrighty. Name a sport that has rules like Stableford, skins, bingo, bongo, bango. And I'll give you some. You can't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him. I'll give you some music to think about. Hey, no helping. No helping. Hey, no helping. No helping. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You have failed this city.
Well, can you give me the answer, or is it go to him?
Oh no, he's gonna get a whole new number. It
What was the answer?
was golf.
Golf. I played golf.
Yeah,
for
golf.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was golf. I realized
Hey,
that.
golf every week. Yeah, you know that.
He
Repeat
said
it.
skins. He
See?
said
No,
skins.
repeat what you said, though, because I don't think you said it right.
Name a sport that has rules
Stroke. I know stroke.
like Stableford,
Now,
skins,
skins.
skins and bingo, bongo, bango, bango, bongo.
What terms are golf for that?
And these are
You got
golf
bogey,
terms.
You got birdie. You got freaking par.
These are golf terms. These are rules. They looking it up.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I never heard that term.
Skins. He said skins. That should have told you right there.
Skins and bingo.
No, skins tells you it's fucking golf.
All right. Okay, so you're still in it. You're still in it.
Skins are for money.
You're still in it. You're still in
Yeah, I know
it.
skins, but everything else, I thought it was a dance move.
All right, it's your turn next. What number are you picking?
5.
You're going with number 5.
55.
55. Okay. I forget which player had 55. Robert Parrish?
What?
Did Robert Parrish have number 55?
No.
I know it was 0 here. Was it double 0?
He
Who had number 55?
was on the Boston Celtics.
That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about him on the Boston Celtics.
I watched him play. In my day. Anyway, go on. It's Gary Reeses from the Giants. All right? 55.
Yeah. I was thinking Boston Celtics when I said that. I'm trying to think the most like the number 55 I can remember the most. Okay, this is all you smarter than a 5th grader question. What is the capital of Alaska?
No.
And I'll give you some time to think
no.
about it.
Juneau, Alaska.
What's your answer?
No.
No? Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You have failed this city.
And you got the assist by the random stranger.
No, that he killed the fucking, the thing.
Well, he was a part of this.
That's all right.
That was just somebody. So yeah, it was Juno.
I know it was. Sorry.
So why'd you say no?
Because I thought it was no.
Oh.
He killed the answer by saying it.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't here on when you said don't yell out the answer.
I can't control random people that walk by. Alrighty, where's Chase at? Is Chase still out here? Okay, when Chase comes back, Chase is gonna get 2 questions in there. All right, JR, you're up next.
I'm gonna be getting out of here, bro.
Oh, so you're not gonna be here all the way through the end?
8 more minutes. I gotta get out of here.
Ooh,
Let me do 18.
18.
My son's birthday. What is it right now? What is it? 1 and 1 for me. You get both days right, or?
No, he's gonna. So it's 1-0-1.
All right, so 1-0-1 for both of us.
Huh? No, you got 1. He got 0. The other guy got 1. 1-0-1. Okay, JR, you said number 18? Okay, so your question is, this is street slang. What is an Alabama taco?
Chase, what's Alabama Falcons?
Oh, Chase, you're next. Don't answer it, Chase. That's not your question. That's not your question. Don't answer it.
What's the question?
Don't worry about it. Don't answer whatever he just.
Answer the question. But what's the question?
Whatever he just asked you.
What's the question? That's an Alabama Falcons. What's an Alabama Falcons?
I would say it's not food. I know that's something. Alabama
Street
Falcons. Probably something to do with fighting.
So the category is street fighter. An Alabama taco. What would be an Alabama taco? Something Alabama.
I wouldn't even know the start. I don't know. I'll tell you right there.
Final answer?
Yeah. I don't fucking know. I'm curious to know though.
Okay, so
You have failed this city.
I gotta know. What is
so
it?
Alabama taco is when you diarrhea into the vajayjay,
I knew it was something.
and then you follow it up with strokes.
Oh,
That's
Hey,
diarrhea is in the fucking.
hey.
That's a real disgusting hole. That's diarrhea.
Hey, I told you it's something sexual.
Hey, you know how I roll.
That ain't sexual.
That's not even. No, it's something sexual.
It's a real thing, though. I don't make these things up. Okay,
I'm so upset right now.
so HDN.
Chase.
Oh well, I do gotta get him caught up.
Right.
So
Yeah, Chase.
he's gonna get 2 in the next round. Right after you go, then
Five,
he's gonna get 2.
five.
5.
No,
Five.
5.
No.
He's doing the Bert and Ernie.
Alrighty, another one.
Yeah,
I don't know how you're finding all of these. I just put them in here.
I'm good.
What is the capital of Hawaii?
That's easy.
Well, it's only for him.
The capital of Hawaii. Wait a second.
Hawaii.
Oahu.
Is that your final answer?
Wait a second.
You got time. You got
Capital. What's the time I got?
You got time. When the music goes off, you got time. You got time to think it through.
Capital of Hawaii. What is Hawaii?
No. You'll only be giving him a point. They're all competing for the same prize.
Yeah.
You just want to give him hints? Hey, you just want to give him hints? We're having 3 segments of trivia today. Hurry up and sign up.
Honolulu.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. I had to give you the cities in fucking Hawaii.
Alright, HBN, you're on the board. You are officially on the board. Alright, sign your name up here. You may have to play some catching up. Okay, Chase, you get 2 questions back to back.
Okay.
So give me your numbers.
I'll go with, let's go with 50 and 33.
Oh, he's taking my numbers. I appreciate you.
Okay.
That's the 5 and 3. Sorry, we're closed with evening, guys.
You drank all the beer?
Okay, so
Check it all out.
The Vikings are in. Vikings are in.
Hey, woo-woo, Norton. Oh, man. What's your favorite ice cream? Woo-woo, Norton.
Deluxe. That was a lucky ass win y'all got against the Heat, boy. The luck.
I knew this was coming. Where were you last week? Okay, so your question is, who was the first Marlin to hit 50 home runs in a season?
I know this. In a season?
In a season.
I know this. 50 home runs in a season.
The one that they bought.
And I'll give you some. Well, you guys y'all competing for the same prize. There's only one prize now.
Oh, yeah, bitch.
You guys are competing for the same prize at the end.
I heard something about
That's that question last.
I know.
Okay.
Give me initials.
Can I give you initials?
I might think you're
N-O.
No, you cannot.
No. I can't give you initials on this one.
The first falling.
I said I can't give you initials on this one.
That's what they do.
Oh! Wait, this is a local question. But I already said that in the question. He's He's the first Marlin to do it. It's recent, and he's still active.
Oh, that's not right.
He said,
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. But he said it's recent.
I know it.
Oh.
Who would have said recent? He would have said Gary Sheffield.
I would say Gary Sheffield.
See, I told you. If you didn't say recent,
I
they
would
were going
say
to say
Gary
Sheffield.
Sheffield. Didn't A-Rock play for them before?
Hey, this fucking thing is great. Next.
I got question number 2.
Next question. That's number 33, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go with 33.
It's all right.
What is the diameter of a basketball hoop in inches?
Oh, I know this. Oh. I got this question.
Yes.
But thank you for listening, enjoying.
Vanessa Del Rio's.
I was gonna say Gary Sheffield. I was sitting over there. I'm like, it's either Jeff Conine, Gary Sheffield, or freaking Iggy.
Well, I
Gotta be
you said recent, that gave it to him. If you didn't say recent, I guess you said Sheffield.
I know next time not to give that.
In what?
Is that
diameter in inches?
inches?
At 1.5. What? Basketball.
Final answer? Final answer?
You have failed. You have failed this city.
If you said
18.
1.5 feet.
I know that's level.
That would have worked.
That would work.
No, it wouldn't have worked because you asked in inches.
If he would have said 1.5 feet
No,
to get
you
cute.
asked in inches. You asked in inches.
Right?
But I'm not wrong. Right now.
I may have been okay.
I'm not wrong.
So we're gonna give Franklin. We're gonna get Franklin in here, and he's gonna get 3 back to back to back to back.
All right.
Hey, man.
All right, Franklin.
3 back to back to back to back. I gotta
29.
fucking go.
We still got 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I know.
29.
I'm fucking out of here.
Wait, give me your question again. What's again? What's the first one?
29. 40. And 75.
I gotta go.
Okay, let's go with number 29.
Right so far.
How many regulation strokes are in swimming?
Glad I didn't get this question. Types of strokes?
Yeah, I didn't know you had a regulation on strokes. You can kick it into one.
Well, when you're in the Olympics, there's only so many strokes you can do types that gives you points and shit. I couldn't name them, and I could probably guess the name how many.
You just mean style of fucking swim. I got it. I thought you meant number of swim. Yeah, I did. That's like,
You gotta get back and forth in 22 strokes.
Right.
I see where you're going. I see it. Alrighty. I hope I can get two more rounds in. You guys may only get 3 questions this round.
All right. All right, here we go.
Okay. Let's see if we get to 4.
7.
Bong. That meant your time was up.
Okay.
That is accepted as your final answer, and
You have failed this city.
Wendy's. 4 for 4. Just 4.
What's
I'm not gonna name them.
What is this one?
Breaststroke.
Wait,
Hold on.
Listen, keep it. Listen.
All right, you said regulation, and I didn't know the definition of regulation. I was thinking
It's a
about
type of
Olympics.
strokes. he's
No,
talking about.
No, he said regulation strokes in swimming.
Yeah, but
So-
that means the types you're allowed to do.
So don't mention them
Yeah,
because
but-
that's also another trivia question in here.
But then
So if you can think about that.
medals in 7
Yeah.
types of strokes. So it would be side stroke, butterfly, backstroke,
Keep it to yourself.
elementary backstroke.
There's another question for strokes in there. So keep it to yourself.
Okay.
There's another.
right.
I'm trying to say that keep.
All right.
If you think you know, keep it to yourself. There's another question. We're running them in here.
Okay.
You said number 51, right?
No, I said 29, 49.
So 29.
Are you be able to get one more in or no?
We're gonna try to get one more round in.
I gotta go.
Okay. True or false? A bounce pass is a pass used in basketball. This is a smarter than a fifth grader, grade 1 question.
True.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's either a chest pass or it's a bounce pass.
You keep elaborating like this may not be another question.
Hurry up so I can answer my question.
You said the next one was 75, right?
Yeah.
All righty. What is the first planet from the sun?
Mercury.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
He's right.
All right, JR.
All right,
Round 4.
All right.
Give me a number.
What's 1 to what?
333.
Let me do 333.
We've done that already.
Yeah, 332.
All right.
331 is the last number.
No, you know what?
So we're technically down to from 1 to 330.
330.
330.
Yeah.
All righty.
I should have got hell with the baby was over there.
You may have heard this question before. Everybody always gets it wrong. And even sometimes when you hear it, you forget about it. Who was Elvis Presley's favorite superhero?
Interesting.
I didn't even know that.
No. Well, it just go based off the times of when he did it. It's either going to be Superman or Batman.
Yeah.
I would say Superman.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You have failed this city.
Who was it?
It is Captain Marvel Jr.
Okay. Sean, you.
Sam Jr.
Captain Marvel was a freaking woman in the new ones.
No, that's Marvel, not DC.
That's Marvel.
They talk about DC.
No, Captain Marvel. You said Captain Marvel Jr., right?
Yeah, is it
And,
DC?
No, the one no, who you talking about? The woman is Marvel.
Yeah, no, listen.
Well, it's Captain Marvel. That's her name.
No, bro.
In the Avengers, Endgame, Captain Marvel.
Her name was actually Marvel.
You're French on it. You're getting French on it.
And that's also this one.
It's DC, trust me.
Who must
Okay,
It's Shazam.
HDN.
Yeah.
You're next.
3.
3. Okay. We've gotten 333 and now 333. We've gotten all the threes taken care of. Number 3. I think all the easy questions are up top. Okay. This is a culture question. Name the 3 kings of happiness.
What?
Name the 3 kings of
Happiness. What culture? Japanese,
Happiness.
Asian, what? The fuck you talk? What culture? It ain't American culture.
American
Yeah,
culture,
no
pop
fucking way.
culture.
Our culture?
Yes, American. For the culture, like, don't think so heavily about for the even
You
for
said culture.
even for the culture. It's a slang terminology that's used by the culture.
The 3 kings of culture.
The 3 kings of happiness. So this is more of a riddle
There's another one.
Oh, you're riddle now.
to give you a. That's the hint. This is more. Think of it more of a riddle. The 3 kings
It ain't no guy's names. It's
of
gotta be
happiness.
It's gotta be same. Like,
These are all verbs.
yeah, right. Right. It's gotta be like fucking happiness. What makes you happy?
Ain't nobody like complimenting on my new
Slow
glasses.
for the Hard Rock Cafe. Love.
Time is up. I need 2 more.
Peace, and happiness.
You have failed this city.
Alright, I'm out of here.
So it is
So buttons.
drinking,
Drinking.
smoking,
Oh,
and
really?
fucking.
Ah, you're a good guy.
I've never heard of it. To be
Fucking
honest.
guy. Good night, Paul. I'm out of here.
All right.
Told you it was more of a riddle.
That reminds me of my old favorite bar.
You didn't say
What's that?
games.
Sofa Kings. You know why it was called Sofa Kings?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can get Sofa Kings.
All right, we got any more? Or we gotta wait.
We got one more round. We ain't done yet.
All right.
We was Chase. Oh, we got no Chase. But
All
we
right,
still
so
got
it's just me and
Franklin.
him right now.
All right, Franklin.
So what's the score right now? I guess it's between.
I don't know at the end of this round. I got you. Okay, Franklin, let's
He's
get you
got
in
two.
here.
I got one.
Got another question?
One more number for this
Yeah,
round.
buddy, come on.
Let me think
No, we're coming back again at 9:37.
Number 35.
Okay.
35. That's already been asked. I know you weren't here, but it's already been asked.
Okay. 40.
We can do 40. All right. So your question is... Finally. What is the name of Jay-Z's first album?
You said this earlier.
I did. I give away answers all the time to these questions. I really do.
I would have never gotten it until he said it. And I might still get it wrong.
I told y'all, listen, I got to give away other answers. First album.
I've never listened to Jay-Z. I learned a couple songs. You know, never been a fan of him.
It's kind of hard to give the clue because if I give you, the only clue I have is almost a dead clue.
It's a.
No. That's the giveaway.
Yeah.
And there's only really one way to kind of like hint at it, and that's to reference it in its field, in its natural field of study.
Well, it was my first number I picked. Was that right? He wasn't here for that.
No, he wasn't.
Was it? Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. I mentioned on the very first question today.
Yes.
Yep, 22 was picked. Jay-Z has a song on his first album called 22 Twos. That's the time.
All right.
All right, what you got?
The name of Jay-Z's first album. Shit. The only one I know was Hard Knock Life. From way back when.
He said it. He already said it.
You know, you're close. You're
You have
he's
failed
only
this
not close in
mission.
name,
Yeah.
close in timeline.
Yeah.
He's not
You already
close in.
said it though. I thought he heard you.
It's reasonable doubt.
Reasonable
Hard Knock
Doubt.
Life, which is volume 1, is his second album.
The second album. Okay. Because you said almost, and then you said field of study, so I was thinking theater, because if you said Annie, I definitely would have got it.
You know, only
Then give it one.
my clue is it's a legal term.
Oh, see, you didn't say that.
I don't know. I couldn't get the clue.
Oh, yeah, you said
Yeah.
well, okay.
All
All right, so at the end of the first round, right, we have JR with 1. We got Franklin with 2.
Your boy.
Chase had 3, and HD slid out the game with only 1.
All right,
So we're gonna have our next round at around 9:37. Come
what time
on,
is it now?
9:11. So we're a little over. So make that 9:47.
All right.
We're gonna have the next round, and that means actually no, we can start it until at 9:37. I'm gonna try to finish that on top, and then the round after that's gonna be at 10:37.
All right.
3 rounds. Whoever has the most questions.
Can anybody else sign up, or is it just us three going at it? That's fine. No, just us three.
No,
the guy that works here and then
listen,
okay.
if there's other people that come around,
Hey.
they end up getting
Hey,
5
what,
questions
you know what Baby's
right on time.
commercial said?
There goes Franklin.
Epic comeback starts right.
All right, Franklin. You got one last question.
Oh, I do?
No, sorry, not Franklin. My bad. Chase.
I thought I had one more.
No,
I'm
Chase
right
actually has one.
I'm right here.
Chase got one. And you're in the wait, Chase. You got all your questions right today?
I missed the last one, but I was right, but not by.
That's right. Okay.
So,
I was saying that's
one,
right. That's
You
right.
know what? I'm gonna retract that last
Thank you.
statement.
I appreciate that.
So it's
I
1, 2,
appreciate
2,
your
3.
honesty. Yes,
Right.
I appreciate your honesty. Pick a number.
Questions right.
Give me a number, Chase,
So
between
1,
1
2,
and 331.
To you.
You said 31. We'll go with no, oh, 61, and let's go with 130.
130. Alrighty. I think you just missed one of my, or you smarter than the 5th grader questions. Okay.
I'll take that one too.
How many holes are played in an average round of golf?
Don't fucking do it.
18.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know what the average is, but I'm gonna go with the standard.
Final answer?
You give me a bullshit golf question. Why couldn't you give me?
This is twice now. Your answer has been 18. I don't know how that
All right,
happened.
so he's got 3 right
So
now.
now he actually now has 3.
All right, so 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Next
so,
round's coming up.
So next round is gonna come up at 9:37. We're gonna get into some sports.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, make sure it's all cowboy
The
questions.
Lux. The daggum Lux.
You know what? I was even sure I was gonna get into. See, I was gonna go full New York for the next 20 minutes.
I'm not
I'm
scared.
gonna go full New York
That
for the
was a
next
lucky
24 minutes.
Hey, throw some.
Who's your football team?
SBU
Let's-
questions in there.
The Jets? Your
Throw some
football
Chicago-
team. Your
or
football team's the
SBU.
Jets.
Fucking what else?
Is your football team the Jets?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what's going
Oh,
on.
that's why you were talking about the Rodgers for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna- so I told him next
Listen,
segment.
listen, they got a great fucking receiver. They got great running back. That's cornerback.
It's a
So hold on,
great
wait.
receiver.
So 1 second. Okay.
Garrett Wilson.
Okay,
Okay. So let's go with Jets. Like let's go with my.
because they don't have Brees.
They'll automatically be the
Sauce
freaking
Gardner. They don't
No, I can't stand the Jets. So let's go here. I'm gonna answer that last thing that you just said. The New York Jets would not be the favorite in the division.
If Aaron Rodgers went there, yeah, they already said it. They were saying on our first tape they would.
Unless those are the Vegas eyes, those are opinions. But
You
I don't
gotta
believe
realize.
it because also no. In our division has Miami, Buffalo, and
Miami
New
would be
England.
the biggest threat to you guys
Buffalo's
because
the big,
Buffalo is losing a lot of people in free agency though.
Miami spanks Buffalo all the time.
but they
I'll
never
give
win
them
the
hard time.
division.
But it's
Okay. It's like put it this way.
Put it this way.
No,
the
no,
Dolphins
it's like
and the Bills are.
It's like saying every year when the Cowboys have a 10-6 record and the Washington whatever has a record
why
of
you gotta go there?
have a record of 3-15, but in 3 of those wins, 2 of those were against Cowboys because they got
That's
the
a division
Cowboys.
game though.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's always going to be an odds-on favorite going into the season.
Wait,
It's Buffalo.
Wait.
It's not Miami.
Hold on.
It's not the Jets.
Back up. But you were just saying, what did you just say?
What I was
That
saying is that
even if the Cowboys have a good record and the Redskins
they
have a
play
horrible
him well.
record, right?
So,
and they
so
play them well.
that doesn't mean
they'll win the game.
that doesn't mean that they're making noise in
No,
the division.
But
We're talking about the division though.
But it means that that's a good game, right?
No.
The last game they played,
Yeah.
I was at that game.
That means it's a good game.
It's only a good game because it's a
All I
division
know is
rival. It's a
That's
story.
right. It's a good
It's a
game.
good story.
No, it's a good
See,
game.
you tried to double back to a couple weeks ago.
Let's
No,
stop.
no,
The
Because you know where I'm going.
No, I knew
Because I'm
exactly
going
where you was
by
going. I knew exactly where you was going to try to go. No,
Listen,
no,
Tell me that.
no,
Good
Cowboy.
records make
No.
a good game. No. Teams that don't
Aaron
like each
Rodgers,
other
you
make
gotta
great
realize,
games.
also look at
That's
the
what
schedule
makes
that the
a
Jets are
great
going to
game.
have. Look at the schedule the Jets are going to have. If Aaron Rodgers goes there, they're going to be the favorite to win the division. Dolphins, it depends. Well, Tua's not the answer. I love the Dolphins. I'm a Cowboys fan by heart. Second favorite is freaking the Dolphins. But if Aaron Rodgers goes there, I can't see anybody beating him in
Okay.
that division.
I understand.
Because I think Josh Allen's a little overrated. It might be fucked up to say. You guys might not agree with me because he had all the talent in the world around him. They're going to lose a lot of players in free
Well, you're
agency.
supposed to have talent
Their
around you.
safety's going to lose. Dustin
So-
Poirier, or not Poirier. That's he's a UFC fighter. What's his name? I shipped his car. What the hell is his name? The safety, number 21.
Oh, I don't know.
And then they're going to lose. They're going to lose a couple players.
Are they going to lose? Damn it. What's his name?
You're being a smart ass right now.
I am. Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Are they going to lose?
But your corner can cover Stephon Diggs, lock it down. Soft starter.
What about Von Miller?
Von Miller out. Let's see how he comes back from his injury.
Right.
And are they going to be losing Josh Allen?
I think he's overrated.
Here's the thing.
Okay,
He
so
had more turnovers than Dak Prescott did. He
So-
led the league in turnovers last year.
so
If the Bills get a quality tight end, it will be a wrap.
Yeah,
So
you
let-
might be right.
so let me talk about the Jets a little bit because I've heard your opinion.
You can't
I understand it.
double digits.
If
They
the
just say the quarterback.
Now-
That's all they need. Their defense is great. I mean,
the
they're-
Jets, now the Jets are now, let me talk for a second. I got you. Now, in case you guys understand, you guys already know everything that's being talked about so far. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Right now, Aaron Rodgers is in talks about possibly going to the New York Jets. Right now, him and the Green Bay Packers have gotten to a point in their relationship where he's not sure if he wants to continue to be back there. They're not sure if they want to continue having him. They've made a statement saying that they are cool going forward with Lance, whatever his name is.
No, they're in love.
Actually, what's that serious?
With Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
They're in love.
That's his name. That they're okay going forward with Jordan Love and they're ready and they're prepared. The New York Jets has flown out to Green Bay or California or wherever he is on the West Coast to go see to go talk to Aaron Rodgers. This is one of
coach were part of the contingent.
This is one of many visits that they plan on having, and these visits are containing not just the head coach, not just the general manager, but we're talking about Johnson & Johnson's, Woody Johnson going out there himself in his private jet and meeting with Aaron Rodgers.
Defense is going to get better because
and still, guys, 1 second. And them still not getting a clear-cut answer on Aaron Rodgers. Now there also is a little bit of time that has to pass so that they can make sure that when they do sign up that things go right. But let's go with a couple of things. Let's address a couple of things that was mentioned. If you're a Jets fan, does Aaron Rodgers automatically make you the best team in the AFC East? Don't believe so. Sorry. You still have to prove to me that you're better than Buffalo. And Buffalo is a team that you still have to at least prove that you're better than. The good thing about Aaron Rodgers coming to the New York Jets, though, is the age and the skills of their young players. When he comes back, the Jets should have Breece Hall back. If Breece Hall did not get injured, he's probably winning offensive rookie of the year, if not rookie of the year. They got offensive rookie of the year in Garrett Wilson, and they also had defensive rookie in the year, Sauce Gardner. Bolster up that offensive line, bolster up that pass rush a little bit, and you see what can happen. Now, the thing about Aaron Rodgers is that we don't know how long he's going to be with us, and I'm kind of on the same boat as Ryan as Mike Tannenbaum. Is that if you're going to get Aaron Rodgers, you need some form of 2-year commitment from him.
2 or 3.
No, you just need 2. But you need some form of 2-year, especially if you're going to make this deal. Because listen, if you get 3 out of him, that's outstanding.
I think it'll be a 3-year contract, in my opinion.
But you have to get 2 at least. And if Aaron Rodgers isn't willing to give you 2 years, then you pivot and you go after Lamar Jackson. Or you pivot and you go after the Chicago the quarterback out of Chicago. Like you try to finesse him. I'll go after him.
Is he that much better
Than what?
Than what you have? He's a rookie who doesn't have any receivers, who doesn't have any real confidence yet that he can push that ball downfield. You don't want that.
I will take. I'm forgetting his name.
You're talking about
Lance.
No, not
Trey.
Justin Fields.
No, Mr. Fields. Trey Lance.
Justin Fields is in Chicago.
The quarterback.
Chicago's quarterback.
The black
Justin
dude.
Fields. Justin Fields.
That's not the motherfucker's name.
Yes, Justin Fields.
Why am I thinking Lance something?
That's the quarterback in San Fran. Trey Lance.
Oh, I'm confusing these 2 motherfuckers.
Like, really?
No, I take him over, and I'm taking him over whatever Wilson that we have. And I'm taking him over White.
Okay.
Those are only 2 options. But like I said, if Aaron Rodgers isn't going to give me multiple years, give me somebody young. Or if Chicago isn't trying to trade him, right? Isn't trying to trade Fields, then you try to find a way to get their number 2 spot and try to get a quarterback in the draft.
Who?
If you're the Jets. I played out a whole long scenario. You came in the tail end of it.
No, I figured out what you were. No, but the Jets got a team to where they should go. Try to get Rodgers or something, or Lamar Jackson or something like that. They're missing a quarterback.
Yeah, you're repeating everything I just said. Like it was the last. Yeah,
I
know. I'm saying, I'm saying the same thing.
No.
But yeah, same as that. This said, like, if Aaron Rodgers can't give me 2-year guarantee, because it's all about Aaron Rodgers.
3. I think. Well, I guarantee what you're talking about.
I need 2 years guarantee from Aaron Rodgers. If you can't give me, if you don't know if you're willing to play football for 2 more years of your life,
what is he? 37.
Then
it's definitely doable.
Because that's also part of what I'm hearing too. Is is not just trying to. It may not just be trying to convince Aaron Rodgers if he wants to play for the Jets. It's as if it also sounds like they're trying to convince Aaron Rodgers to continue playing football at times.
What do you think it's going to cost the Jets to get him?
Well, that's the thing.
I don't think it'll be multiple first rounds.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm giving up a third.
If it's a third, you jump all over. I'm thinking at least at one or two first.
Well, because
1 or 2 ones.
Well, you have to understand. I'm also taking on a $60 million contract.
They're going to restructure that every time to where it'll be a big hit this year.
So at best, I'm willing to give up a second-round pick. If he plays next year, and actually this is why I said it was a third, because in either scenario, I'm doing both things.
Yeah.
I give him a third this year,
Yeah.
and if he plays next year, I bump it up to a second. Or I give him a second this year.
Conditional pick.
If he plays next year,
yeah,
then I bump it up to a first.
Yeah.
Or if he plays next year, then you get another second-round pick. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna need a commitment from Aaron Rodgers, and then that's how Green Bay, because that's also what they did for that's kind of what they did for Brett Favre. Brett Favre was sold for a third-round pick.
I mean, you're right, 100%. But I don't know. I think if they can get him, they should get him.
Big facts.
And you know what's funny? The guy over here was talking about Daniel Jones for a 4-year contract. Look what they gave freaking Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a better quarterback than freaking Daniel Jones. He got a 4-year, $150 million contract.
Well, that's also there's two different factors. It's which contract you're on, second versus third. It's where they're at in age.
That's his third contract, yeah.
Where they're at in age, and also because of where they're at in age, being able to play the future and inflation versus your age making you a diminishing return.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason. You're right. I'm just explaining to you why I fully understand why he gets this contract.
Well, you got to really quarterback. The next person up gets paid.
And that's ultimately it. Because most of these people don't deserve these contracts.
No, not at all. Look at Geno Smith. Geno Smith's got a 3-year freaking what? 100? No, not even 3 years. $105 million.
305.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, if we're just talking about game play, Geno Smith should also have been paid more than Derek Carr.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Like based off this, we just talking about last year, but then
more than Daniel Jones and Derek Carr. I would say,
but he's fallen into that. But now he's 35 years old, or how old he is. He's in that category now where, like, you have a lot less football left than you have more. Your age makes you a diminishing return.
Daniel Jones played great last year, but how much better can he get?
That's the thing about it. He played good.
Yeah.
No.
He played great for his standards. His standards.
Let me rephrase this. He played okay. And after this,
you're right.
After this,
when I say great, you know what I mean.
After this, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move over to Nick's talk. He played okay. It's just that he played well enough to no longer turn the ball over. He played well enough to lead his team to a winning record, and he played well enough to have memorable highlight moments.
Barkley balled his ass off too, though.
Well, Barkley also helped as well too. That's the reason why if they lose Barkley, I don't quite understand on where they're going to go. That's the reason why it was imperative to sign Daniel Jones.
Well, what option do they have if Daniel Jones is not there? That's the way you look at it. If they don't sign him, what option do they have? Derek Carr signed.
What's that?
Can I get into this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes,
How about this? Daniel Jones didn't have a receiver in the team.
He didn't have a receiver.
He didn't have a receiver in the team. How about that?
Well, he had receivers.
No, he didn't have no receiver. Name me one receiver in the team that's good.
They had.
Name me one receiver in the team that's good.
They had Tony that they didn't know how to use.
No.
They had Galloway. They had Galloway.
Galloway was hurt.
They didn't know how to use.
Galloway was hurt.
And who else they had?
Wait. Look at the games they played when they win, right? He had no receiver. It was Daniel Jones. It was Daniel Jones and Shaquan Barkley.
What is he? You know, I know quarterback, the next person up gets paid, but he's the third best quarterback in his own division. And I mean,
no, you're right. Watching this happen.
He's getting paid $300,000 less than what Patrick Mahomes.
See, that's don't you see?
Well,
that sounds cute, and I hate when everybody's been saying that.
The contract they did was great for Mahomes. So
because, as you said, right? Let's see.
But you're talking.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, you can't say next man up gets the money and then say he's getting paid $300,000 less than Patrick Mahomes because that's why.
But the contract they did.
You can't use his contract in comparison to Patrick Mahomes. Be like, look how much he's making compared to what Patrick Mahomes is making. Patrick Mahomes signed a different contract at a different time. Patrick Mahomes also signed an 8-year.
Nobody signed a 10-year contract.
He signed an 8-year contract for $450 million.
10 years.
No, it's 8.
$500,000. It was 10 years out.
It made
But
10.
It built up because he had 2 years left on the other
Exactly.
contract.
So
Yeah.
You guys are looking at it in the wrong aspect, right? You're talking money, right? What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Oh,
can't look at
What the Chiefs did was smart.
That's what I'm saying. You can't look at the money.
Wait,
You can't compare
How
the
about,
money.
how about talking to the brand? Patrick Mahomes will make Danny Jones look like a mini-me. The brand with Nike, with all these guys coming after him, you know what I mean? It's just a brand, you know? His brand is so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah, so much better. Like, you're talking like Daniel Jones is not even like.
But we're talking about.
I'm a Giants fan.
We're talking about quarterback.
I'm a Giants fan, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want Daniel Jones to be the quarterback. I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you why.
What's your option, though?
No. The option was to go out there and draft. You got some good quality quarterback coming out of the draft. The draft is spot. Once you sign a contract, you're not going to go concentrate in that spot, right? So, for me personally, Daniel Jones earned his take.
This year, yes.
No, he earned his take.
This year,
No,
yes.
he did earn his take, and it pissed me off that he earned his take because I didn't want him to be. I'm a Giants fan.
He played good this year. He played the best
played
he's
okay.
ever played.
He played okay.
For him, no, he played the best he's ever played this year. For him,
He has to.
Again, I'm going to go back to this, right? You
But
guys
his
said Galloway.
best was below average.
yes, you're right, 100%.
Wait, you guys said Galloway. You said Tony, right? You mentioned all those names, right? Tony left. He didn't want to play for the Giants. He went to Patrick Mahomes. He went to Patrick Mahomes.
He had issues with the coaching
Galloway
staff
was hurt.
and
Galloway was hurt. He's not playing well, right? Ward he's done his career, right? He got hurt, and the guy had no receiver, so we never really truly see what Daniel Jones is capable of.
So you're making an excuse to keep him.
Daniel Jones, when he came into the league, he had no offense.
You realize that you're making the excuse to keep him.
No. I'm
the
saying
Giants
he's
are
hurt,
more of a
right?
run-first team, though.
He never had an offensive line that blocked.
Are you just explaining why he played mediocre?
Yeah. When they finally got the came together, he had no receiver.
No, so understandable. So no, we got it. So Daniel Jones owed him so while Daniel Jones may have had an okay season, and while that okay season may have been the best season of his career, you're still saying that
we don't know his potential.
He looked mediocre because his receiver staff was mediocre. So
then there was another receiver they had.
So then, if that's the philosophy, that's the philosophy. If that's
but would you, let me
no,
ask
actually,
you.
is it so? If that's the philosophy that the Giants go into, then that's probably why they give him that money. Then.
Well, if you really look at the games, right, then you look. Really
Or you go into
wait. And you look at crunch time, right?
Wide receivers.
Football is a game of downs, right?
Yeah.
And when you look at the intensity, somebody who wants to win, you know what? Winning is not tough. You either have it or you don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you see him running the ball,
He's
right?
on the first.
No. When you see him getting the first down and stuff like that, this is somebody who wants to win, and you want a winning culture. That's what you want.
Well, let me ask you this:
and he bring it to the team, right? Because he didn't have a receiver to throw to.
Well,
he had to make it.
All right, give him D-Hop, or let's give him Devontae Adams. Their offense is not built on passing; it's built on running. Right now, but they have to readjust there.
Well, that's because they couldn't find the weapons to.
But that's why we
ignore one thing, right?
Talk to me.
Offense is built in running. Offense is built in team effort. If you don't have an offensive line, you're shit. You can have the best quarterback down there. He never had an offensive line. Finally, the offensive line came together, and he had a mediocre game. And he came mediocre. They're not a great offensive line, but if they improve, the first rule in football, you have a great offensive line. Look at Dallas, the best offensive line, right? You put Daniel Jones.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
You put Daniel Jones. You put Daniel Jones in the Dallas team.
Put him on the Eagles. Eagles
had
the best
offensive line. That's the key to offensive line.
That's always the key. Listen,
Dallas' best offensive line was 2014.
Okay, so
2014 and 15. Dallas' offensive line. Tony Romo had literally talk about 5 seconds. Tony Romo in 2014, when Tyrod Smith was at his prime, their offensive line, literally against the Giants. There was a game against the Giants. He dropped the ball. He's sitting around, running around. He had a good 5 or 6 seconds before he could even do anything, and they still couldn't even win the Super Bowl. The offensive line helps. Don't get me wrong.
So let's bring
the Eagles
in football.
So ultimately,
Eagles are the 49ers.
Let's go ahead and end the football talk here. Ultimately, because this can always be said. Like I said, it's the ultimate low.
It's all debate.
It's the ultimate beginner's thought. Like when it comes to it, because we always talk about talent, this talent, that talent, this talent, that. We always need an offensive line.
Yeah.
But also, nobody cares about the fucking offensive line. Nobody looks at whether we care about it. But nobody's talking about your offensive line until you need one.
Okay.
Like nobody knows.
Nobody cares about the offensive line
Until you need one is what I said.
No,
But-
no, no.
But I'm
Because
trying.
he has to
But
pay
I'm
that
also.
damn left
But I'm
tackle.
also trying to say is that the names that also constantly matter, and the names of the people that you constantly talking about firing and hiring and need to be moved. You guys never mention the offensive line.
Well, you got to also.
Oh, you
So-
no. You never mention the offensive line as a whole.
No, no,
you only
but-
talking about it as a group.
But
So let's talk about this. So listen, for excitement level,
Yeah.
because offensive line talk is boring. Let's talk about
No,
skill
no,
position. Offensive line talk is boring. Name me the guys on the offensive line that you guys want to go out and get that are game changers.
You know why?
So-
you know why?
No. Talk to me. Talk to me.
You know why?
Give me the guys on the
I wanna
offensive line
ask
that are
you-
game
Do
changers.
you
No, no,
know
I wanna-
why
I wanna-
offensive line is boring? You're a Jets fan. But well, you're a Cowboys fan. We know about Larry Allen, one of the greatest offensive linemen of all time.
Today,
We
come
love
on.
him.
Talk to me right now. Today. Talk to
Today?
me right now. Today.
Today?
Name
Can I
them.
ask a question?
Tyron
Okay.
Smith.
You
Can
say
I
you
answer
love
the-
Tyron
wait,
You
Smith.
say you need offensive.
wait,
okay, that's your guy.
wait,
You say you.
Can I
Okay.
answer the
The
question?
guy who had to retire.
Answer the question.
Okay.
Wait, come on. You want to answer my question?
Travis
Name-
Frederick.
name
Love
these-
Travis
Okay,
Frederick.
okay.
Name these
Love
highlight
Tyron
guys
Smith.
that move needles on the
Yeah,
offensive
I'm
line
gonna answer- I'm
that
gonna
are
answer
worth
that. I'm gonna
talking about.
answer that.
Answer it.
I want to answer
Tyron
the question,
Smith.
right? So it's going to be a
Travis
long answer.
Frederick.
It's going to be a long answer.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Golf is an individual sport, right?
Oh, goodness.
wait,
We're
wait.
done. We're done here.
No,
Okay.
wait.
We're going to move on to basketball.
No,
We're going to
no,
move on to
no,
basketball.
no, wait.
Talk. Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. So
So ask you a
the
specific
first-
question. You're going to give me something else.
No, the first thing you're
Okay,
going to build. The first thing you build is a culture. No, the culture.
Okay.
The
You're not answering my question.
And with the
Give me
culture.
my. Okay. We're moving on to basketball. We're done here.
No.
What
You
do you know? I'm done here. I'm not talking about that anymore. I asked you a specific question.
Uh-huh.
You're talking about culture and everything else.
Yeah.
I asked a specific question. We're gonna move on to basketball.
I answered it.
Right.
I gave you two.
You gave me one guy that's gonna
I gave you
in
two.
Dallas and
Travis Fredericks and Tyron Smith. Both of them for the Dallas.
okay then.
Right.
So again, name me these guys around the league that are game changers that move needles on the offensive line that are worth talking about.
Okay, the
Because-
Jets.
Lane
Your
Johnson.
team.
Oh,
What
no,
about?
I'll tell you.
Stop. You looking
I'll give you a full
You
offensive
just
line.
mentioned one, Lane Johnson. That's
Yeah.
a
No,
game.
I got you.
You asked a
No,
question,
she's
let me
right.
answer. You asked a question, let me
So
answer.
let's keep naming them.
I'll build an offensive line.
Let's keep
The
naming
best
them.
right tackle is Lake Johnson.
Okay.
The best left tackle is Trent
Are they
Williams.
available?
Absolutely. They're available right now. Like
Okay.
you talk about in free agency,
Are they available to go get right now in free agency to make your team better?
anybody can get traded.
Okay.
Anybody can get traded.
All right.
The best center right now is probably either the Chiefs.
So are these guys
or-
available? He's making these guys available.
They're
Are
not
these-
in free
are these
agency,
guys-
but they're available. Anything's available. You can offer
Ask
2-3.
who moves the needle, and we're telling you who moves
Yeah.
the
Okay.
needle.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're talking about quarterbacks and wide receivers, and I get the generic statement about boring ass offensive linemen where you can't name me anybody that needs to come on your team to make your team better. Hey, let's go move a second round pick to go get this available player on this team. No, offensive line is always talked about as a group.
Okay.
Now we talked about some skill
Well, let
players.
me ask you a question.
Now we
So-
just-
What did
I'm
the
gonna
Bengals
give you
do
an
last
give me
offseason?
my example.
What did the
Geno
Bengals
Smith.
do
Wait,
last
you mentioned
offseason?
Geno Smith, right?
Somebody mentioned Geno.
No. Jeff drafted him, right?
Uh-huh.
Offensive line was shit. He never got to show his skill. Nothing,
Okay.
right? He went to the wayside. Everybody ignored him. He goes to Seattle.
Yeah, good coach.
That just wasn't offensive line.
Great coach, great culture, and a decent offensive line,
Okay.
right? And think about it, what he did there, right?
Okay.
Did Geno
Who was on his
Smith-
offensive line?
Wait,
Who was on his offensive line?
I'm not a Chiefs fan, so I'm not name the offensive line.
Because no. Okay. You're not. We talked about. You said Geno Smith. So we're talking about Seattle. Who's on their offensive line?
Because
You're not a fan of Seattle. Who's their wide receiver?
DK Metcalf,
Exactly. Who's their quarterback?
Geno Smith.
Okay then. That's all I'm saying.
He's average.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me ask you.
All I'm
Right.
saying.
Who's
fans would know.
All I'm saying
So-
is that
so
when I get it. No.
you just said
Okay.
DK Metcalf,
What
Geno
I'm-
Smith, the DK
But
Metcalf
if you
made
let me
you
talk,
We got
I got something for you, though.
We're about to go into
I
trivia.
have something for you,
All
though.
I'm trying to say.
I got
All I'm
something for
trying to
you.
What's the most
Come on,
important?
come on.
What's the
Let
most
me-
important position?
Time
in
out.
football?
this out.
Time out.
Let me get this out
Why-
right quick.
Right.
If I can answer
Listen.
your question.
While
Let me get this out
I'm
right
not
quick.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys about the importance of offensive line.
I got
You guys are giving me outliers.
No,
You guys can't name me
I'm not.
a dominant offensive line player on every single team.
Nobody can.
Okay, then, because you're not sexy.
Well, let me ask you
That's
this,
not
though.
being said, but
But
I
you-
watch offensive lines.
But your original point was who moves the needle. The Cincinnati Bengals went out and revamped the whole damn O-line this year. They got 3 new guys in on O-line because they felt that's what they needed.
Yeah.
So teams do care about the
True.
O-line.
I didn't say. I didn't
Right.
say teams
If
don't.
I was
It
a
starts in
Bengals
the trenches.
fan, I
It
would
starts
name
in the
all
trenches.
Good. I get it.
Right.
Okay. So it starts in the trenches. So let's dig deep into it. Let's talk about these trenches. Give me something about these trenches that we can talk about. Give me something about the guy on the offensive line that his stance, his technique, how he's done.
Pancakes. You got
Okay,
pancakes.
No. What I'm trying to.
No, the guards,
I
when
get
they
you.
pull from
I
the
get
butt
you.
sweep.
You understand what I do here, right? I do sports talk
Right.
radio, right? In sports talk radio, offensive line is low hanging fruit. Because I'm saying because when we're talking you understand? It's a conversation. It's a part of the conversation that doesn't go anywhere.
They're boring. Nobody
Exactly.
wants to talk about.
No,
Yeah, sure.
not just that. It brings up a part of the conversation that goes nowhere. So because technically, every single time we start a football conversation, what needs to be said is a disclaimer, so somebody doesn't bring up this boring ass, basic ass topic. All gameplay starts in the offensive line. His sorry ass said it over there, and his boring ass said it over here. And can't nobody say. No, that's not opinion. It does start on the offensive line.
Right.
It's like for
No, but you're
defense.
talking about the conversation.
Just like it starts at the defensive line, right? And the person that I started watching football for was a dominant defensive player, Lawrence fucking Taylor. You understand? And even some of my favorite players to this day are defensive players, right? But that line play is a generic statement.
Yeah, because Lawrence Taylor, you can watch Lawrence Taylor as an individual
If
player.
they're not
You're talking about, I know what you're saying.
If they're not expounding upon it,
Yeah.
then you're giving me a basic generic statement to try to keep your point
Well,
flowing
you know,
or try to keep. And no, it kills conversation. We're talking about wide receivers and quarterbacks here, and what GMs need to do.
Why I
and
disagree
everything.
with you?
And granted, I know some of them need to build offensive line, but I don't care about the offensive line.
Well,
We're talking about Joey Galloway and one hand catch and the quarterback, and he
why
wants
I
to bring an
disagree with
offensive
you
line.
about offensive line, being a Cowboys fan, we've had dominant offensive line. Not every team has had that.
Mhm.
So I could literally say, 2014, I could literally watch the offensive line get happy. I will remember the offensive line, not get bored.
Listen,
But not every team has that.
you understand? You're talking to a dude that used to have.
The Giants never really had it, other than
No, I'm talking about
07, they had a great offensive line.
We had was our offensive line? Was Nick Mangold
O'Hara,
and
no, Mangold was
I
Patriots.
miss y'all,
Nick
man.
Mangold was Patriots.
Jets.
Well, he was with the Patriots too.
I'm talking about
Oh yeah, Jets, and then you also have
He-
you had a great offensive line.
Exactly. So I know offensive. We have.
But not every team has that.
I
So
know.
I know what you're saying.
And listen,
So,
like so. I'm gonna tell you this. Offensive lines they're the pressing topic.
Right here.
Period. Right? Because
they can lose a game. They
because
can win a game.
generally 90% of the times you talk about your offensive line is
It's either talking how good they are or how bad they are.
it's usually when
There's
they're
no in between.
it's usually when they're fucking up.
Yeah.
And usually, when you do get a chance to talk well about them, you usually don't talk good about them when your quarterback is just doing good. It's usually when it comes in combination of a decent run game because they're moving it forward. Right? Like,
Yeah, because your offensive line can be
because
playing
they're-
good,
because
but
they're-
your quarterback is still fumbling and still
they're
throwing.
pushing things
He
forward.
still has some time, but he's
Listen,
still.
I'm not saying that. I'm not diminishing the
I know
points.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not
100%.
diminishing the points of offensive line. It's just saying that
It's an important group, though. 100%.
when we talk quarterback groups, we can mention them by names and talk about each quarterback
But name me a full offensive line on your team.
every single
Yeah.
on every single team and talk about who we need to trade for him.
Yeah.
And which one of his peers we need to trade for.
Where you
When we
girl
get to
at?
wide receiver group, same thing. Tight end group, same thing. Running back
But you don't
group.
sit there. Let me get that right tackle. Let me get that
When we
left
talk
tackle.
about offensive line, and it's like we just gotta
Unless
make,
you're a fan of your team, you can't name your
yeah, it's
whole
like
offensive line.
it's we gotta make it better.
Yeah.
Now granted, and the Eli Manning's career.
Yo, what is?
He's going on good.
Let me hit the mic a little bit.
At the end of Eli Manning's career, right?
Huh?
But that happened that caused the transition into Danny
Oh,
Jones.
you
Even when
talking
Danny Jones had
somebody
the
else.
offensive line in the beginning, you have to also understand.
Hey,
Eli Manning-
listen. Hey,
So
listen.
hold on a second. Talk about something. Give me a second. Though. Give me a second. I'm talking about a point real quick.
Go ahead. Hey, listen. I got my boy with me, and like
So
he's a producer,
okay.
and like we talking about business. I came here just so we get something to eat.
He's a Cowboys fan. He's a Cowboys
Can
fan.
I
This is what he's
talk?
talking about.
What?
I'm a Cowboys fan too.
So
How do you know I'm a Cowboys fan?
Like your
Remember
freaking
me?
thing around your neck.
You didn't want to took me to the car the other night.
I don't think so. I looked
So how
at
you
Aaron-
know
I looked
the
at
Cowboys
Aaron
I
like,
don't even know what I was about to. I don't even know what I was
Oh,
talking
you
about.
see this
anymore.
wrong with
Yeah.
that.
I don't. So
All right.
it's time for trivia. Let's
I know
go
what
with
you're saying,
trivia.
though. I know 100%.
I don't even
Me
know
and
what
you
I was
bump heads on
I don't
certain
even
things.
know.
but I
You're
think
right.
what you're saying right now.
Actually,
What do you- What do you want? What do you need? They can hear you. What do you need?
I don't give a fuck. Like, really?
Okay, then we're not talking about anything then. All right, so let's
Hey,
go
no,
to trivia.
no. Any
Alright,
beat,
so let's
any
go.
beat.
I'm not here to rap.
No, I
sports
got my
show.
speaker. I'm gonna give you like
I'm doing a sports show.
4 bars. Oh, you doing sports show
Yes,
right
we're
now?
doing a sports show right now, live on air right now.
Shit, we got connect.
Okay, we can
Which
connect. But
one?
right now you're talking my
You
show.
on YouTube?
But I'm everywhere.
I didn't know what you was doing.
Oh, you ain't see all these lights, cameras in action?
I see the lights and
Sorry,
camera
Mr.
flashing, but I ain't know.
And you saw the microphone. You asked about it. You're right in front of my sign. You're right in front of my tag.
I
Like
just
you
pulled
can see
up,
it.
bro. What you mean?
You was right in front of here. You was here in front of it all. You
No,
saw what you wanted. You saw
I
what you
just
wanted.
pulled up,
You saw
bro.
what you wanted to see. Let's say you saw what you wanted to see. It's okay.
Let me just spit 4 bars.
You need a beat?
Like, really?
Okay, so I can because I can't play a beat. They're copyrighted.
Yeah, they copyrighted.
What was it, 1, 2, 3, basically?
All right, so I got a bar for you.
Hey, come on. Hey, you gonna say no?
Alright, so it's 4.5.
Hey, you know what? Go to MyT.
No, it's copywritten. I'm not doing any of that. You spin the ball
I
acapella
don't
over
think
this,
you do it.
or you
I
get
don't think you do
or nothing.
You know what? Go to
I'm not going anywhere.
Young and Age. They're not copyrighted. Who I smoke? What they might be copyrighted. Damn.
Aaron Rodgers is
My
they're going to be scary. Real talk. Bryce Hall's going to come back.
It'll be scary. I don't think it's the best team in the division. I don't believe it. I gotta see it. That's what I say.
I think Aaron Rodgers is that much of a difference maker now.
Hey,
He could be.
ODB, Wu-Tang, somebody. Put some old school something on.
After the show, I will.
No, I'm gonna do it right now.
You don't want this though. And I can't do
Do
it.
I take right now?
And I can't do it.
I've
I've explained this to you already. I can't do it. It's copyrighted. I'm not gonna have my show blocked.
What's
I have a random person spin a ball for me. I'm live right now. I'm live everywhere. I have to share my show.
Never down to give it to me so that we can connect. Because I didn't know how to figure
I'm
it
here
out.
every Wednesday.
I ain't gonna be everywhere.
Well, I'm here every Wednesday. You know how to find me. If you ever need to see me, I'm here
That
every
name on
Wednesday.
the phone though. What's your name?
T with the podcast.
Who?
Just call me T. There
I'm
you go.
Twin Spin Legendary Slim, baby.
Twin Slim?
Twin Spin Legendary Slim.
Twin Slim original.
Twin Spin Legendary Slim.
Okay, Pimpin.
Best
I hear
kept, aka the best kept secret.
Holla what? Tell people they can find you on Instagram real quick.
I ain't got no Instagram.
All right then.
Actually, I do, but like my Instagram ain't really.
You're really close to my equipment, Pimpin. Can you back
I'm
up a little bit?
I'm old school.
Can you back
man.
up a little bit for me? You're a little too close to my lights. Can you back up a little bit for me, please? You're kind of
What you
crossing.
got on your lights?
You're crossing my line a little bit.
Just showing lights,
Can you just back up a little bit for me? Spatial awareness.
man. Give me 4 bars.
I'm giving my next trivia question. So, all right.
I'll do acapella then.
All right, so we got JR and we have Franklin. You guys are still here. Who else do we have for trivia? You guys gonna play trivia? Okay.
I don't know who damn motherfucker you just said.
It's okay. The people here, this people
Let's
that's here
go
right
old
now.
school. Let's go 90s shit.
Okay,
And I bet you I got you that.
understood. You probably will. You have to be here for the show, and you be here, come participate in trivia. We do this every Wednesday. You answer the questions, you win your prizes.
No. You ain't ordered shit yet? You ready to go?
Okay. So it's gonna be between you guys. All right, JR. You pick your first number.
All right, what do 1 through 133, 13 go?
Yes. 13 is still available.
All right, let me do 13.
All right. So 13 is your first question.
I'm going right now. I don't want to answer no questions.
All right.
I just want to spit me a couple
So-
bars.
Name a sport in a major 3 professional team, or from a major 3 professional team
Okay.
in California.
Major.
Name a professional team from one of the 3 major sports from California.
49ers. You got
I just need one.
All right.
Let me know.
All
Give me
right.
you got your
49ers.
what? That's your final answer?
Yeah.
All right.
I say Raiders.
I only wanted from the 3. I just wanted the 3. No. I know there's 4,
Chargers, the
but I
Rams.
asked him from the 3 because I won't recognize anyone from.
So 2, 3, 3.
Anaheim Ducks, Los Angeles Kings, and San Jose Sharks.
Alrighty.
Those are the hockey teams.
For Cali?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here every Wednesday, Pimpin'. Every Wednesday we do trivia.
Yeah, California's got the most sports teams, period.
Oh,
Golden
okay.
State
Warriors.
Warriors.
State, you got freaking LA.
They got foreign basketball alone.
Yeah, then
You don't
got
forget that.
Angels and Dodgers.
You just call me? Somebody just call my name?
They got
Fuck the
the
Dodgers.
San Diego Padres.
Dodgers, what? No, what? Oh, yeah. I bought my cousin.
San Francisco
So-
Giants.
So what you
I
witnessing
ain't
right,
watch baseball. I grew up playing football.
so what you witnessing right now
49ers.
it's not only my
Listen.
sports show. You listen, right? It's not only my sports show, right? But also we do trivia.
You
We
want
do
me to go to
trivia
you want to go to sports with it?
every single Wednesday, right? So what we do trivia at 8:37, 9:37, and 10:37. So you kind of catch in the middle portion of the trivia right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry.
Right? No, it's okay. But I'm letting you know. So if you ever want to catch the show next time, come from the beginning. At the end of the day, whoever answers the most questions, then they get a $25 gift card to Sharky's.
It's hard for me to do because I bowl. I just came from bowling.
Ah,
So it's hard for me to get here when it starts.
where do you bowl at?
Strikers.
Ah, Strikers.
44th and Pine Island.
I know that. I haven't been in a while. Sure, it's still there. Shit. Yeah, I remember bowling there. Shit. I remember. Let me tell you how long it's been. They used to serve 20. I forgot what day it was. 25-cent shots.
I wish it was 25 cents.
That's all. Like I
Hey,
forgot.
where the waitress at?
This is like in the
Yeah,
09
they don't come
time.
out here.
Maybe like early, maybe 12.
Yes, they
early.
do.
But soon
No,
between
not
like
right now.
7
They
and
don't come
12.
out here.
That you could get 25-cent shots, and we used to just have the waiters just fill up that whole circle and just come out with shots.
You get 4 fireballs for $1.
Man, we used to buy like $5 worth of shots at a time.
4 fireballs for
Like
$1. I
You
wish.
see how this coming through like,
Hey,
there you go, there you
you
go,
know what?
there you go. What's going on?
Lame as fuck, man.
It's okay. Not for everybody. I don't have to be for you. There's no
I
problem.
bet you I bet you I'll give you $100 right now.
You probably can, but you've been saying you could give me 4 and you haven't given that yet.
You didn't let me get a chance.
I gave you a chance. We had dead ear and you spat nothing. I can't have dead ear.
I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that type of shit.
Frankly,
All right, you know
you're
what?
up next.
I'm gonna tell you to put it on. Put
I
on Mob Deep.
keep telling you, if you can't spit
Put on
acapella,
Mob Deep.
okay,
I go acapella.
then go acapella then. But I can't give you a beat because I'm not gonna have my show blocked for copyright infringement. So you spit acapella or you spit nothing.
No, they don't get acapella.
So Franklin, what's your number? 67. You interrupted my segment. 67. All right.
Put something on that.
So
Actually, let's go.
this is a
down
sports
south.
show. This is a sports show. I'm not playing music. Sports podcast.
All right,
Sports
go DJ
podcast.
Screw. DJ
Sports
Screw.
podcast. No music.
DJ
No
Screw.
music. You from Detroit by any chance?
My boy here. Nah. Yeah, but he from Detroit, but from Michigan though.
Okay.
And he rocking with me.
I was appreciating. I was appreciating the glasses.
Though.
I was appreciating the glasses. All right.
What glasses? What I
No, I
got?
was appreciating those. I like them. I was appreciating them.
Yeah.
They got
I
a little Detroit swag to it.
Nah,
What
I ain't got
does Naruto live in?
my Cartier is at home.
What village does Naruto live in?
That's got to be anime.
It is an anime question.
I know.
My Cartier is at home.
What I get
I
if
left
I
my
get that
Cartier
right?
is at home.
What's that?
I said, what I get if I get that right?
Well, okay. So the way we're doing this, Pimpin, is that everybody's getting some questions. So 8:37, I did a series of questions. Another set of questions. 9:37, another set of questions. Come around 10:30. So whoever gets the most questions right.
Have him take over for the other guy.
$25 gift card to Sharky's.
T.
He's a
Have
fucking
him
$25
take
gift
over for
card.
HDM.
I know that one.
You know that.
I'm saying I know the question that he was asking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got an answer here from you?
You from
Naruto, yes.
Yeah.
What city does he live in?
I'm from down here. I'm from North too.
City, village, same thing.
But like, we different cities. But I was born in Connecticut, but like I grew up down here.
So I got the time to go. Even if
Put
there's
some
no music,
Florida. Put some Florida questions down there.
I got Florida questions in here.
All right.
This Florida question, you gotta pick the number. So you pick a number between 1 and 333.
What's that?
I give you a question. Whatever question it
Give
is.
me 7. That was my number when I played football.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Final answer? Okay.
How did you know my name?
I don't even know. I can't.
That was a finger slip. The village hidden in the leaves.
It was what?
The village hidden in the leaves.
Go to 3. Go to 3 then.
Where's your boy at?
Alright.
Where's your boy at? Should I get him? Is it on him?
What?
Is Chase? You talking about Chase? Or you talking
Yeah.
about
You want battle rap?
Chase is only on.
HDN left, and he's in the hole.
Yeah.
All right.
So right now it should be 2-3-3 right now. Me 2, him, and then Chase 3.
I want Rockefellers and you get whatever you want. Everything on me,
You
baby.
want to get Chase from outside?
Yeah.
All right, good.
And I'll
Fuck want you, bro. You know who the fuck I am?
yeah, how JR gonna leave and it's his goal next? All right, Franklin, we're gonna double up and give JR time to come back. All right, Franklin, pick your next
What
number.
glasses you got on your face?
Some Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans?
Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans?
85.
85.
What I got on my face right now? Oh, I got my Ray-Bans at home. Oh, yeah.
It's okay, I didn't pay for them. The government paid for these. Army veteran, they pay for them.
I do. Mine
They pay for
mine
all
should
them
pay
shits.
for mine too. But like I gotta pay a little extra so I can get my lenses
Transition.
to
Yeah.
break the trend. Yeah, you already know what it is. Hey,
That's what they gotta pay for the transition lens.
hey, fuck with you, yo.
Listen, man.
Hey,
Hey,
listen.
T, I can't find it, buddy.
Hey,
It's
but
okay.
listen.
He's probably in the back.
Hey, but my new plan I got, my new shit, I gotta pay like $30 for my frames. It depends on what frames I get. Really, like the frames that I seen, like my new Versace frames I seen, pay 30, and I ain't got to pay shit for my transition.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's
This,
good.
but when I bought these, they hit me across the head.
So listen, I went to Franklin.
I spent
I'm trying to keep things flowing.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
You said it was 85, right? Who has more tennis Grand Slam titles? Venus or Serena? Venus or Serena?
Serena.
Final answer?
Yes.
Get your number, JR.
Talking about shit. Go to football,
Let me do
college
my- I'll do
football,
my
and stuff like
36.
that.
36.
I'll let you get it.
All right, so it's
Alrighty.
3.
Let's go to NBA. Actually,
What
not
night?
even
What night?
NBA.
All right,
Let's go
2-3.
college football.
Now you've heard this before. Let's see if you remember.
All right.
What does it mean to have Riz?
That what?
Riz. This is a pop culture slang question.
That is style, I would say. You know, it's style.
There's a specific word that it correlates to. I'm
Hey,
looking for that
You
word.
was here when we done it like a couple weeks ago, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because you just said my name.
What's going on, sis? I see you. Hey, yo, sis.
That is.
So I'm gonna need you to come through and add one of your hoodies or one of your t-shirts to my Easter grand prize pool that I'm giving that I'm doing a raffle for. We got a raffle going on too.
I don't fucking need a raffle. I'll pay for the raffle. Shit.
Yeah, Riz. I'm gonna say style. Have a Riz is
Yeah, you
style.
got some shit going on.
Now, there is a specific word that I am looking for.
90s hip hop, man. 80s, 90s hip hop. 80s, 90s hip hop.
Style would be dressing, I guess.
80s, 90s
Yeah,
hip hop. That's
Alright,
what I want to
your
do.
final answer.
Yeah, dressing, clothing.
And I bet you I fuck them up on all that shit, though.
You have failed this city.
What was it?
Hold on. You watch porn?
Whoa.
Sometimes, yeah.
Nah,
Sometimes.
Blank Capelli.
I like
What is it?
porn.
Blank
I
Capelli.
watched the porn earlier
I don't
today.
even know.
Cause I was thinking about my ex bitch.
Acapella?
Charisma.
Charisma is directly
There's
what
porn
happened.
Charisma.
Charisma. I don't even know about that one.
Well, of course, no, that's a just general.
80s, 90s hip hop.
I have that in here as well. I have it all in here.
Well, I'll wait for it. Then.
I have it all in here. What you got to do is you have to come back next week. And
I'll be back next week.
Yeah, come
I
back.
was just here this
I got you. Listen.
past weekend, and every time I always come late.
listen,
And like,
unless these guys are okay with you getting 7 questions in a row,
where the owner at? Let me go holler at the owner.
go holler at the owner because there's nothing you can tell the owner that he can make me do.
No, he can't make you do that. There.
Okay, okay. Just want you to make sure you know
I
that.
can take over your job, though.
He can't do that either.
You think I can't?
I know you can't.
You think you're better DJ than me?
You think you're more beautiful than me.
Hey, hold on.
You said this first.
Hey, you know what my nickname is? My first name is Maurice. That's my government name.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Maurice.
They call me Twin Spin Legendary Slim, aka the best kept secret.
Got you. How can the people find you?
Why they leave these bottles up like that?
Because it's a bar.
Why they leave them like that?
All right, JR. Your next question. Pick a number.
What about me? I can't pick a number.
You're not in this. You didn't get here in time to play the game.
Now, how much money I gotta put on?
What was your number?
20.
20.
How much money I man?
That's a phone number, right?
Nah, this number he can.
Okay.
What his little hoe ass?
Name 7. You gonna quit disrespecting me.
I ain't expecting. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
you gotta realize the difference. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm a joker. You know what I mean?
Alright, okay. That one didn't quite sound like a
Now, if I
joke.
was respecting you,
Okay.
you had to respect me first.
He got a Knicks hat on and it's all blacked out.
Yeah.
Hey, tell him. Take that shit off and burn it.
I'm not a basketball guy, but the Knicks are my basketball team.
What about your football team?
The Giants.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Listen, he's a good guy. He's a very good guy. He's a good
Baseball,
guy.
Mets.
He's a good guy.
Hockey is my Islanders.
He's a good guy over
I'm
there.
about to throw up.
20.
20. Okay.
Hey, y'all got a bag for me? I
Name
need to throw up.
7
I need to throw up right
teams. Not teams. Sports. With balls.
now. Are you serious?
Soccer, football,
The
baseball, soccer, or
Said soccer.
Mets, I'm really into baseball like that.
got
But we
tennis.
but I love the environment.
You said 7, so 2 more.
I ain't even got my shit on right now.
Dodgeball. That's a sport.
Guess who I am?
That counts. Yep.
And basketball.
Guess who I am?
He didn't say hockey, did
What's
he?
your
No,
name?
No,
I
he
was
didn't
gonna
say-
say hockey. No.
If you could have said street name.
I asked you a question.
You could have said racquetball.
You just said racquetball.
I would run the
There's a ton of answers. There's probably like about 15 answers for that
I
one.
would say fucking having sex too. That's
Just end this.
Hey, I need something to throw up in. I need to throw up.
I got the baseball.
All right, so like if I said the Giants and you like wanted to vomit, so
Oh my
it's,
God,
it's 1 to 3
I'm
teams.
about to vomit.
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, Cowboys ain't like me.
Franklin?
You Cowboys?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hey,
I told
baby,
you- I told you when it came up.
This is the question.
Yeah.
All I know is the Giants.
I tell you,
You always in my open.
there's too much to go over.
All I know is
It's 20.
the Giants have a Super Bowl for the
That's
Cowboys.
what I said.
Yes, I said 21.
Oh, they said
You're right.
21.
You're right.
I can't pick nothing. I can't pick nothing.
So
Also, the Giants haven't beat Dallas.
I gotta have hip hop. I gotta have hip hop.
I'm in the
How do you
90s,
feel about
80s.
this Dale Jones?
we are in the second
Many options
round
that you
of
have,
trivia
though.
right now.
You understand me?
We didn't have an
The second
option,
round of trivia.
but
I have one more round after
his
that you missed the
contract
first
is
round.
all
So I can't
I
get
just got here. I
You
didn't grow up.
I know.
He played his ass out
So
this year.
But these are on schedule. This is appointment.
that's my contract.
This is
And
an
you know the
appointment
Eagles
show.
are not going to play as good as they did. That's
He
never
knows.
happened.
Oh, you know what? They might get. They might
Alrighty.
get.
This
They
is
might get Lamar.
an Are You Smarter Than a
Who?
Fifth Grader? First grade question.
Lamar,
The Eagles?
Baseball.
Why would
The
he
Eagles go after Lamar Jackson
Basketball.
if they had Jalen Hurts who was
Football.
stellar.
He hurt.
And
He can't
soccer.
really do nothing.
So is Lamar Jackson.
Are all
Miami.
examples
All
Dang,
these
no,
guys
no,
are
no,
like
one
Baltimore.
kind of
These
sport.
guys are like
No, you said,
Baltimore.
hurt.
They'll break down. They'll break down.
Baseball.
Actually-
You said what? Again, repeat it.
Alrighty.
You want to write your number down?
Baseball, basketball, football, and
My quarterback
soccer
all time, Joe Montana.
are all examples of what kind of
But
sports.
you know mine is?
Peyton Manning.
Football, football, baseball.
Like guys that are durable, that are reliable.
Come on now.
Okay.
Hey.
Not guys that are on injured reserve every other week. Not guys that are on injured reserve every other week.
Tell me what my favorite quarterback is.
I want to know, to be honest with you.
But anyway, we just said
Troy
you
Aikman.
are our favorite team, though.
Those are all team sports. All right, JR.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy.
Mhm.
All right, what's the score right now?
I'll tell you the end of the round.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead. All right, Tommy, let me do.
Favorite quarterback all time.
Hey, tell me who my favorite quarterback is, man.
It's got to be somebody with Dallas. I don't know. You never told me your favorite
Troy
quarterback. You
Aikman?
told me your favorite team. 21.
There you go. You said it.
Trick age.
I just did that.
What number?
21.
I love Joe,
Okay,
and I love what you call
let's do.
My second
I love
quarterback.
a lot of quarterbacks.
My second quarterback.
Third
John
up.
John Elway.
I was playing football
Get that already.
when the Bulls win championships, so like, you know what I mean? I grew up in that time,
Let's do 8.
and I was like, what you call it? Later,
All right.
I was in beast mode. I'm on the field. I was doing my thing.
Who's your running back? Forget about Dallas.
What?
No, well, are you asking?
Oh,
the all time?
shit.
Your favorite
Hey,
quarterback.
no.
The best.
That's of all time. Quarterback Tom Brady.
No.
That's
No,
not
yes,
all
no,
time.
wait, no,
Barry
hold
Sanders.
on.
Barry Sanders.
Thank you.
Barry
Thank you.
Sanders is by far the best running back that's ever
Tasteful.
played.
Barry,
If you want to give him
Barry's
Dallas
run good.
squad, you know what he would have did?
But
Oh, yeah. No,
who came from out of Florida?
Good.
Emmett Smith.
Hey,
That's my favorite player all
I'm
time.
not-
who went the Cowboys?
I'm not knocking
favorite
Emmett
guy.
Smith.
Yeah.
Emmett Smith is a
In
fucking
basketball,
beast.
Because we had that line
the
behind
record
him.
of
That's right.
most
If Barry
fouls.
And he's there.
If
Is
Barry
associated-
Sanders
Did anybody
had the
beat-
offensive line, and
Yeah, Barry
had-
Sanders
One of the most
was a
fouls
skate
is-
back. Yeah,
Is it
he'll get the fuck out of the way.
Repeat it again. I'm sorry.
Hey,
But if
let's
you
get
had
it.
it-
I played football. Come on now.
The record for most fouls is associated with
Now
whom?
listen.
So who's had the most
That's
fouls?
interesting. Damn, they just came out here too, didn't
Let's put my name on down like for how many, and then ask me.
Committed the most fouls.
Basketball?
Person who's committed the most fouls. Is that what you're saying?
Shit.
they? In basketball,
What's your name again?
Is
the
it basketball?
person that has the most fouls.
Of all
Is it
time.
basketball?
You the one who took me
The
to-
record for the most
Okay,
fouls
okay, no,
is
You
associated
the one
with
who took
whom?
me to the Uber today. Hold on.
I'm telling you, these SAT style questions get everybody.
most fouls of all time.
Most fouls?
Is it? I'm not gonna be. I don't want to answer.
Is it not that a world peace? I mean, fucking.
Oh, yeah. And like, and this
It could be Dennis Rodman. I mean,
And you said you wanted 80s and 90s sports. You know?
I'm gonna say Dennis Rodman.
I said one sport.
That's what I said.
I said
and I'm wrong.
football.
I'm gonna say
Final
Rodman.
answer?
Yeah.
Hey, how much?
He was even in the 70s as well.
What?
Oh, that I'm wrong.
You have failed this stage.
Who was it then?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Most time. That makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to foul a lot.
No. See, he said most foul.
How did you know?
Got fouled the most. That's why I gotta clarify it. See, I picked up on that shit. It was either gonna be Shaq or
I don't even
Kareem.
know your name.
It was
You know,
Kareem
you
for
said
most
right.
fouls.
No, right.
Right.
He had the second most points all time and the most fouls.
If I said it by accident.
Or he had the most points and the most fouls at one point until just recently.
When I was here, I was drunk and I ate up every
All right.
thing in the fucking place.
No,
That was just his question, right?
Right.
Yeah, you got that.
To be honest with you.
Wrong. Alrighty, Franklin.
No, you're a good dude, though. Fucking
Last
say
question
it.
for this round.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good, buddy. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with
I'm good right here.
22 in his fifth number.
Number 2.
Oh, yeah, that was my first number.
Play set for me.
No, he said number 2.
90s hip hop. 90s hip hop.
22.
Oh,
You know,
He said he already picked it.
Hey,
I'm a favorite player all time.
All right, then I'll go with Jordan's number.
Give me a question of 90s hip
I
hop.
can't isolate brands of questions.
Yeah, put me on that there.
23.
23.
Line me up on that there.
Sure, got you.
Line me up on 90s hip hop. Bet you.
You gotta get the question.
Oh, you going 80s?
It's a sports bar, not
Hey,
pop culture.
Hey, you know what?
Oh my God.
That's simple.
It's gotta be sports questions, not
My
pop
daddy-
culture.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Now, I'm gonna play this a little bit. I have to
Listen,
the word.
listen. If you do it, it only better be with one group of people.
All right. Ready?
I want to.
All right.
Listen, I want to do it clean play with one group.
This is real simple.
It has to do with the
Real
W.
simple. Real simple.
Oh,
Ready?
see the podcast
Ready?
nigga.
Just
T Whip.
Springfield. Got you.
T Whip.
Team with the podcast.
Springfield.
Yeah, nigga, put me on.
I thought you was gonna give me a Simpson reference.
That's why I was gonna go there too, but I wanted to mess with him a little bit.
Okay, so
Hey, I was born in Connecticut,
All right.
and
this round is over.
I'm from Florida. I'm from right down here.
You got 3 in that round. You got 1 in that round.
Alright, so what's the score right now?
So we got JR now with 2.
He's holding my ass right now. So.
And I just
Franklin
got
now
here.
with
I ain't get started yet.
All right, so
If you get everyone
John
right
Elway.
next round, and I miss everyone.
They ain't giving me one. They ain't giving me
You gotta sweep the next round. we're gonna try to go for
Go 80s
Oh,
and
yeah,
90s.
we're gonna try to go for a full 5
80s and 90s
rounds.
hip hop. Or 2000 hip hop. Go to that there.
Okay.
Sports bar, not pop culture.
Well, I put everything in there. So we got Florida questions, we got sports questions, we got hip hop questions.
Oh, okay.
We got pop culture questions. We got smarter than the 5th grade questions. Like I put everything in there.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I have layup questions for women.
Oh.
Like,
Got you up for that deal.
no problem.
Layup
Boy, you
questions.
good on that.
I appreciate. So
I just got here.
I know.
You what
I know you just got here. So
Hey, if I was here earlier,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
not
get
like
them
that's sport
niggas' ass
play,
and
you
fuck
know.
off.
listen. So next week,
It's not
every
as-
807
I
every
come
single Wednesday.
whenever, but I'm
Easy
get a
as
chance to
everybody
come.
No, I like it. To be honest, I play
I do
that.
that.
I move how I move. You know what
I get professional. I put all
I ain't
three
had no
fingers in.
plan
I
to
shoot
come
shit
here.
out.
No, but it's
Well, now you gotta
always
reason
the
to it.
Work right here.
Now you got a reason to it.
And it's how
No, I come when I feel like it. Whatever.
If them leads are slick, that shit's not gonna
Send
spin.
me.
A little bit of a drier lane, so
But you know what,
like I do
Can't
that.
say.
Well, as
The
we
best
switch
score I ever shot
over
was a 235.
from trivia to
Yeah.
get back into the
Man, I
podcast,
got three.
let's make sure we bring in our
Good job.
sponsors
Good
next
job.
week, right?
Good job.
Because we have not had a
I
chance.
think he's a bunch of three.
Cowboys guaranteed to
He
win
moved to
against
New
the
York,
Giants
he
for
was
the
good.
next 4 years.
But
Oh, you got
I
people
can-
in
I like
the booth talking shit.
I never
I
gonna
can
do
go 3
that.
fingers and spin it. But like
You
you
want
said,
to put some money
it's
on
got
that?
it's not.
That wasn't my
You a
statement.
New York nigga?
That wasn't my statement.
Ain't you you from New York?
Yeah, but that wasn't my statement. I was reading the comments.
Fuck New York Giants.
Let the
Yeah,
ball.
cool.
Fuck New York
It's funny
Giants.
when I golf, I can't throw the ball straight.
I'm
I can
good.
like if I
I'm
can't throw the ball
Hey,
straight.
that's the last shit. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
so
next
it's
time
forward.
you see me, what's
Hit the golf ball,
you
my shit
here?
goes
That's
So
what
spinning it,
Oh, Superman.
I don't know.
Sorry,
I should have had my shit
guy
on.
that he worked
I
with.
started on my shit today too.
He's a scratch golf.
Scratch out.
I just saw-
He
I just
never
saw-
lost, but he never be out of
If you're
there.
a scratch golfer, that's fucking really good. That's like hitting a 300.
But let's transition, folks. Let's get back into the
So-
sports. Before we get
Yeah,
back into
yeah,
sports, let's not forget about our sponsor, Blue Chew. In case you wonder what Blue Chew is, Blue Chew just happens to be a little blue pill that can get you back your throat. Just open up a pack and head straight to the
It's
sack.
harder than
Just a few
golf
chews
is
before
than
you
golf.
do. It has the same
It's
active
way
ingredients as
harder.
Viagra and Cialis. This is one opportunity that you just can't miss. For a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss, and she will love how you come through like a champ with Blue Chew in
Yeah,
advance.
you're right.
And if you use my
Because you
promo
gotta
code
realize
GSSS,
with bowling,
you can get
you
your first
get
order
credit,
of
you're
Blue
using
Chew
your upper body,
for free.
using
Yes,
everything
folks,
in
for
your
free.
Bowling,
That's
your
$0 down,
bowling.
zero. The only thing you have to do,
That
pay
has nothing to do
for
with you.
is
That's
shipping
not-
and handling. I will get you your promo code. The only thing you have to pay for is shipping and handling. I know what you guys
That's
say.
first
guy.
ball. You're gonna know
Blue
what
Chew, I don't
that
want
is.
Blue Chew. Oh, you back now? Are you trying to come back and clean? You missed the
Hey, oh, you gonna talk to him, but you
You're
gonna
gonna
talk
know
to
the
me.
first ball you throw
I
down.
talk to
If that
everybody.
shit doesn't spin or if it's
And
not,
he was here for the first round.
you're gonna know what you're gonna know.
This for the Blue Chew. I acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Nah,
Don't get me wrong, son.
skip, but I think it's just.
That's my favorite sport play. Golf.
But I was also in the middle of a promo.
Elmer Hills.
It's just.
I gotta sit back and listen.
So I got you. So let's pay
My
attention.
face is my face.
So pay attention. You get an Aggie, right? Because I was talking to him.
For the
But
dish.
Hey,
Give me that.
after I cut my promo, I can't didn't stop talking in the middle of a promo. You were talking.
I wasn't gonna talk about you. Was
I'm sure
talking.
you got how many balls do you have? Do you bring?
But like, if a motherfucker see
What
me
size
with
do you?
you,
What size do you go with?
they be like, oh, that boy with
15.
twin speed.
Then they
16's the max.
Shit.
You go all
Hey.
15 or you got?
Look at me, man.
Sometimes it's not so much.
I just asked you for your
I'm
gram.
not
You said you don't even got a
nigga
gram. How am I gonna Google you? I'm gonna find you.
I can't make
Yeah,
this
it
shit
takes me
up.
a little bit to do it, but once I get in that mode, man, I'm pretty good. The
I'm
things are
doing
getting
this
better,
shit
right?
since I was like
I used to play. I live in Winfield.
Not
so
doing
I'm
like
straight
this.
from AMF.
Alright,
I
Chase.
used to go there
I
all the time.
thought
It's
I
fun
was
playing. Man. Don't get me
I
wrong.
need 4 numbers from you.
I mean, I love playing golf.
4. You missed the whole round. You gotta make this quick.
I did the men's state tournament.
I know. You gotta make this quick.
What about me? What about me?
He was here for the first
Our
segment.
division. So
So I
So you-
miss everything.
Yeah, I need you here for the first.
Hey,
I'm doing a collective prize.
I need to pick for all of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Over 20 years.
You wanna pick his numbers?
I haven't. So it's like trying to explain.
So let me get.
Maybe longer.
Listen, Chase, pick a number.
I go out there.
We're getting 10. All right, let's get our first number up on
Hey,
here.
bro, you gonna sit down with what's called?
No, it's golf.
A player of the
It's really tough.
A player of the Chicago Cubs took time off because of his brutal sneaks. Who is he? A player of the Chicago Cubs took time off because of his brutal sneaks.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing, right?
Yeah.
I run a book.
I run a book. Tennis. There's only one of the few sports that you play. Yeah, exactly. You control what happens.
I ain't gotta talk to you,
Basketball,
baby.
baseball, all you can do.
I'm about to go up.
Right.
Write your number down. Write your number down, baby.
Dan Marino.
You got my number.
Never won a Super Bowl.
He's the best quarterback in the
Know it right now. You don't play my bet or nothing.
It's a team sport.
Final
Like
answer?
you were asking earlier, best
I'm
quarterback.
How much money I pay down? How much I put down?
Individual sport.
Put down to what?
Unless you're playing like a that's ball or something.
You trying to get into the trivia?
When you have teams.
To play trivia is free.
Like a baker. Like
I mean, it's a typical segment, but play trivia is free.
But I'm too late.
But you just too late. That's the first segment.
5 bowlers.
You just the last accent.
You won't have enough. You're always gonna be behind.
They have your anchor guy.
I'm trying to see. We'll see what happens by the last segment. We'll see if I can try to work it. Next number.
Hey,
I gotta get 4 numbers out of him real quick.
we was handling business.
You on the big league, right?
We handling business, man.
You're gonna handle business.
Nah, I'm on my homeboy with her.
Oh, what is it? Combined score?
One game.
I'm
It's like one
for
free- like
99.
the
The classic 1980 movie called
So
Raging
basically,
Bull is about rich real life
and he
boss.
does an 8 and he does a 7.
Alright,
He
so like
gets a
you
strike.
have 2.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
Depending on 2 players, you have 5 guys.
That's
It's a team, yeah.
Right. So one
This
ball.
is-
You gotta go
So
to
you
the
get the best
90s,
score out of all 5 players.
2000.
I have them all.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. I
One
have.
game.
Yeah.
I put some money down on my shit.
Rotating.
Actually,
So that one,
Nah,
that one,
you
you're
too
gonna
young,
get the strike,
kid,
you're gonna go with that.
So the next baller, whoever your second bowler
hey,
is,
you know what?
next one is a ball.
Damn, he left.
So on and so forth.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let
And
that pass
everybody
because
bowls.
I'm gonna time strike.
You have
That makes sense.
failed this city.
It might be easier.
It's a baker.
Probably easier than 3.
Next number.
If you think about it.
KC, where's something, man? Where you at, boy?
76.
Okay.
I haven't got it.
Who was the only college player
y'all
to win the Heisman Trophy twice?
Y'all disrespected me.
I know this one.
What's the question?
Alright.
How are we disrespecting you when you yelling and talking over my show?
Nah.
That's disrespecting
I know
me.
I didn't know you had a show.
I know
going
this is.
You've known by now.
on. Put me on your show.
You've known for at least the last 40 minutes.
I know the position, but I'm not the player. I can tell you the position.
Okay.
If he gets it wrong-
Last question.
Yeah.
Give me a number. It was Archie.
Oh, yeah, running back, right?
Archie Griffin, Ohio State.
Running back, right?
105.
Yeah.
105.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. How much can I put on them?
How many sports were included
Lamar Jackson is coming to
in
Miami.
the 2008?
Lamar Jackson is coming to Miami. I got
How many
I got
sports
$1,000 on it.
were
I
included
got a grand
in the 2008 Summer Olympics?
I mean, like, actually, like.
See, just
Hold on.
why are you still yelling over me?
Lamar Jackson.
We don't care about Lamar Jackson. I'm doing trivia, and you're yelling about Lamar. Fuck Lamar right now.
This the
I'm talking
fucking
about
real
something
shit.
different.
You on fake shit. You doing fake. You doing fake.
I'm doing my show. If you don't want to be a part of it, you can always bounce. You don't have to be here.
I'll come here to get some good food to eat.
Okay, I'm saying, but you don't have to be right here. Like I'm saying, if I'm not on you, if I'm not on you, come back a little bit on the show when I'm talking what you want to talk about. Don't interrupt my show and don't try to talk over me.
I know you had a show going on.
You said that, but you just said that 5
I
minutes
just
ago.
told you I have.
And since we said that, you started yelling over my show.
So what's
So either you
happening?
know or you don't.
Come on then, baby.
Number
What the
105.
fuck, man? Bring your ass out here. After I finish eating,
How many
bring your
sports
pussy ass out here.
were included in the 2008 Summer Olympics? 15?
How much fucking money you want? Hoe ass nigga.
You have failed this city.
Damn. Let them back in the door.
What was the
I didn't
answer?
like any of my numbers.
What was the answer?
Cause that one, 105?
What is the answer to that?
28.
28.
28.
All right, 30.
Alright, so who's it on right now?
That is the last round. No, yeah, I was making up for the last round.
Okay.
We're coming back at 10:37.
What's the score right now?
2, 5 to 3.
15 minutes.
You got 2. Franklin got 5.
You have to rub
Chase
it in
got
that.
Chase got 3. We're coming back at 10:37.
Who's gonna start with?
It starts with you.
Okay.
Starts with you. First name on the list. Let's start with you every time.
They had it epic on my stars right now.
You gonna need one of those. But you know who couldn't?
Listen,
You know who couldn't complete the comeback? The New York Knicks. They played Charlotte last night, on their 9-game winning streak.
And you know what that was?
And there's a couple of things.
That was God telling Julius Randle, you got lucky. That's what that was.
Listen, they got lucky. They got lucky against Miami,
Yes.
and they got lucky against Boston. Because that double overtime game against Boston was something serious too. But also, they had the scouting report on Julius Randle, and they kept on blitzing his spin. Julius Randle has a tendency. He'll dribble, turn his back to you, and try to do some weird spin. And every time he spins, and then he comes back. And every time he spun, they had somebody coming from his blind side. So every time he spun back, because they knew he was coming back, he caused 3 turnovers in clutch time. In clutch moments.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch that during the playoffs.
He thought he was the king of Lifelong with the green shake.
Listen, Julius
That
Randle,
green shake was something.
Julius Randle has put up the kind of year that has him in the top 7 for MVP votes right now.
No, you ever see the dream shake?
Yeah, but that wasn't a dream shake. Like, that's the dream shake. That's the wish version of the dream shake. But they took a bad loss last night, and it's one of those losses that it's almost like you see it coming when your team is on a 9-game winning streak.
Who did they play?
Charlotte Hornets.
Oh yeah, at that point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when you're on a 9-game winning streak, for some odd reason, that's the game. That's the game you worry about.
If there's a team that beat you, they should have beat you.
Now, while I don't like to use this as an excuse, it comes up. They played a double overtime the game before, not the night before, just the game before, 2 nights before. And I don't like to give players the "I'm tired" excuse. I'm sorry. I don't. When all you're doing is playing sports for a 3-hour portion in a day, from 2 days ago, you should be recovered. Like I understand, because you're not. I understand you're gonna be nicked up.
They probably took it for granted. To be honest with you.
And I think that's more of the statement.
That's in any sport.
That's
football, baseball, soccer, hockey, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Golf, I mean, anything.
I'm not a big fan of laying people of giving them an excuse. Like if they played last night, or I should say, if they played Monday, and Charlotte was on Tuesday, I may have given them that. Like I may have given them fatigue, right?
They're on the back-to-back.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the back-to-back, yeah, your body may not have gotten through, like especially your legs. Like your legs dead the next day. I'm like, you make, especially early on in the
But you
day.
gotta realize they're built for that shit.
That too.
That's like a golfer hits
Like-
1,000 golf balls a day.
And that's the reason why I
It's
don't
also
give them
the-
that excuse, because I remember any of us in the youth that's played basketball. Not only do you play basketball basically from sun up to sundown, right? You play from noon to sundown. You play basketball for 8 straight hours. You play every day. If you're in AAU, if you're playing high school, but not high school basketball, if you're definitely in the AAU program, you guys are playing you guys set up to, like, especially if you're in the summer program, you're playing almost every day, 2 times a day. When you play on the weekend, you're playing 3 games in a row.
I realize some of these high school players, like LeBron, didn't even go to college. They were at high school.
Yeah. And he was just making, so he's an AAU baby.
Yeah.
Right? And that's probably why he also had that mentality of jumping teams and building teams to his likeness, because he never had to succumb to somebody just being over him like in college. Hey, when you go in there, can you have one of them come out here? So I get a youngling?
I got you.
And it made it better for character because college players are not used to the grind of 82 games.
They're not.
Only playing 30 at tops.
Yeah, exactly. So
35. They're not playing 82 games. But an AAU player and playing AAU and high school,
it's 100 games.
yeah,
Over
and
100.
That's why LeBron was
Yeah.
ready.
You're talking about, especially when you're talking about his high school too,
Right.
right? Like when you're talking about some of these bigger academy high school. We got a couple down here in South Florida. I always forget their names. Christian,
And IMG.
right? So what was I saying? I forgot where I was going with this.
Well,
LeBron James.
I agree with me that sometimes rivalry games are better than teams with that records.
It only makes a better story.
Ooh.
It makes a better game.
It only makes a better story.
It makes a better game because if I got a team that has a good record,
They may play each other. Here we go again. Rivalry teams play each other harder.
Oh,
But it
Fuck
doesn't-
them, this is my
right, they
game.
don't play as hard just because they got the
Shit, playing
good
right.
record because they don't have the
Genetic
genuine
kids.
dislike for other teams. So since they don't play as hard, what makes it better because of the record? They don't have
Because the
there's no
because
bragging
at the
rights.
time when this conversation came up,
Right.
the team was better that we were comparing it to,
Damn it.
We were talking about a team with a better record.
with a team with a better record and on a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah.
That's what made it better.
What?
The only thing you were giving me to make it better was, well, they're the same division, so you don't. It makes it that in your example, it made it a better story. Okay, let's not go back there. We're talking basketball. Stop. I'm talking basketball. I'm not doing that. We spent 20 minutes on that last time. Like, if not long. I'm not going back there. I'm not going back.
Hey!
I'm not doing that at all.
Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Right? But
Right.
Hey!
so they talk to
Who won the women's NCAA game tonight?
who's playing?
You don't know?
Who's playing?
Oh,
Is it the tournament time?
it's the finals.
Who's playing? I don't know who's playing in NCAA for women right now.
UConn and Villanova. I was born in Connecticut. I was born, and then I moved down here when I was 5 years old.
And I hate UConn. I'm a Syracuse fan.
So what?
So I'm not going to talk
My
about that.
cousin is a Syracuse fan. So what?
It means that UConn gets no love from me. And right now, I want to talk about them later.
It's too late. The game probably
Who's
over
better,
now.
Pearl or Sherman Douglas?
The game probably over now. I'm trying to came here a little earlier.
I plead the fifth. I'm not doing
Yeah, because the game
I'm not-
over. Y'all lost already.
Hey.
What that is you got? What that is you got around your neck? Oh, ass nigga. Fuck.
You can't drink beer when you're off duty.
Fuck.
Definitely can.
Hey.
So 10:37. Got one more round.
10:37. The last round.
So,
I'm going to players.
So no, stop. We're going left field.
no, you said Syracuse. You said
I know we're going left field. So let me continue.
It's basketball.
So the New York Knicks end up having a bad loss, right? I'm still talking about my loss. Like, I don't care about that. I'm talking about my loss. I got the 10:37. We got this rest of the podcast. I didn't even get a chance to talk about Lamar Jackson. I actually have to talk about Lamar Jackson. Did I? I don't know. 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 I about Tom. We talked about Aaron Rodgers.
Collusion has the illusion of collusion.
It's definitely collusion. It's definitely collusion. You know what? Let me wrap up Knicks talk because I want to get into Lamar Jackson before we bounce in. Yeah, for the Knicks, it's just one of those games. I'm not going to give them an excuse of fatigue. And I think Josh Hart probably said it the best. He's like, listen, we play basketball. That's all we do here. He said, there's people that work every single day. They work 12 hours just to make ends meet, right? Like, those people are exhausted. He said, we just needed to try hard. You know what I mean? Like, he said, which makes it sound like they probably did relax on them a little bit. If one of your players is saying, nah, we're not, it's not fatigue, we should be playing hard. We shouldn't let this.
You know, funny players don't realize they do that when they do it, to be honest with you.
Because we all kind of do it. Like,
but you don't realize when you do it, though.
And listen, it's like saying, you know what? I am running as fast as I can. And they'll be like, no, you can run faster. Because if you was being chased by a cheetah, all of a sudden next you know you're running fast.
You ain't gonna worry about running fast. You gotta worry about beating the person behind you.
Exactly. And that too, like Charlotte came out to play, but also like, but also Charlotte had no LaMelo Ball because he was out with his fractured foot. So it was just one of those trap games, and Charlotte played hard. They wouldn't go away, and the Knicks were up by as many as 12 with about 6 minutes left.
Check it out.
And even with that, they ended up blowing that lead. So listen, Knicks have to get it back together, and they don't have an easy schedule. Right? Knicks never had an easy schedule. The second half of the season, since about January 24th, actually after the All-Star break, the New York Knicks had the 8th hardest schedule in the league. Right, so this was supposed to be kind of one of the fluff games. Right, so that's what makes it frustrating because you beat Cleveland, you beat Miami, you beat Boston twice. You know what I mean? You beat Philly. Like in this run, like we took a lot of people out. We took a lot of heavy hitters out.
Contenders out there.
And then you fall to Charlotte. Tomorrow night we have Sacramento. Sacramento's no slouch. We haven't picked Sacramento Kings this year. Sacramento Kings are currently right now are no longer the third best team in the West. They're the second best team in the West now. And for the majority of this season, the Sacramento Kings has been the best team in California, which also has been the best team in that division. In the Pacific Division, Sacramento Kings has been holding it down. And if they continue to play like this, they may hold on to that number 1 spot, even though Kevin Durant just went to Phoenix. And the odd makers have Phoenix as the favorite to win that division. I put my money on Sacramento. I was like, hey, odds are better.
The experience, though.
Like I told you before,
talk to me.
With Kevin Durant and Brittany Griner, Phoenix should be the mecca of basketball right now.
I tell you, but even the odd makers don't believe Phoenix are going to be on the top or the favorite. I had that pulled up somewhere. Let me see. Cause I have
Denver was number 1.
Well, he just switched over for WNBA for half a second. So I wanted to match that particular energy real quick, right? Because I think I grabbed the odds here somewhere. There we go. So the odds for championship goes Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, Washington Mystic, and then the Phoenix Mercury. Washington Mystic. I think they.
Brian might not be back.
No, she's back. Did they get back? Ella Della Don?
Neil Don?
They've been had Ella Della Don.
No, she used to be with Chicago. Hurricane is Parker.
No, but she came over to Washington some time ago.
Okay, but I know Hurricane is Parker with Chicago together.
Not in the championship run. Ella Della Don was not in Chicago.
Ella Della Don used to play in Chicago.
No, she wasn't in she wasn't in Chicago during the championship run. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. That's my boo. She was one of them. Ella Della.
Just that, man.
Ella Della Don plays for Washington Mystics. No, not in. Because Chicago Candace Parker just won the championship in Chicago last year.
Get my dick sucked in the back.
Ella Della Don won a championship with the Mystic 2 years ago.
I thought that it was 2 years ago that they were with Chicago.
Hey,
no, because she left Chicago last year. She came this year to win a championship.
Nah.
I could have the timeline slightly off, but I'll tell you this: Ella Della Don and Candace Parker were not in Chicago for her championship run. Ella Della Don won a championship in Washington finally after being there twice and not finishing because she always had to deal with her injury. She has a major syndrome, so she always had to deal with her injury, and she could never complete a season. The first time she completed a season with Washington, she actually won a championship. She actually fought through it. And then after that, Candace Parker won a championship with Chicago after. Ella Della Don was on that team. She's still been in Washington.
Shit.
But you're right. She did used to play for. She played for them at one point in time, but she wasn't there during this stint. She left already because she won a championship for Washington already. She's left Chicago.
Ella Della Don.
That's what I said. Ella Della Don. So let's talk a little bit Lamar Jackson before we go back to the trip. We got like about 4 minutes here, right? Lamar Jackson is he's been currently franchise tagged, right?
You gotta sign it though.
And the franchise tag is, in the sense, saying, okay, we're willing to take 2 first-round picks for if you guys or whatever, or match whatever money.
It's not a regular franchise tag.
Is it restricted?
It might be.
But no, that doesn't matter enough for this time right now. But look it up. You can look it up. It may help a little bit.
No, it's non-exclusive, and then there's an exclusive.
They're non-exclusive. That's what I meant.
Like Dallas.
When I say restricted,
Dallas's right tackle has
forgot about
exclusive second round draft pick. So if they want to, if somebody wants to trade for him, they gotta at least give him a draft. I don't think it's even like that for Lamar. I don't know.
No. For Lamar, they're gonna have to match or give up the first round picks. And
Honestly, I think he's just injury prone. That's why not a lot of people are putting out for him. To be honest with you.
that makes no sense. And no sense for the teams to come for teams that were in.
I think he's missed a game every year he's been in the NFL.
For teams that were only his last 2 years. For teams that were in the Deshaun Watson hunt last year.
Cleveland is stupid what they did.
No,
you can't go off that comparison.
You don't know what I'm saying yet. And I still can though. But you'll see how.
Well, why is everybody blaming Cleveland when Minnesota was the dummies that gave the first school guaranteed contract?
So Kirk Cousins, yeah.
Right.
No,
That's
it was
the
him,
one.
and then it was Russell
Can't play
Wilson.
at nighttime.
Russell Wilson got a second.
Nighttime can't play at nighttime or prime time. Because prime time could be daytime or any game that feels like prime time because of the opponent.
I associate
Like
prime time.
when he goes into Dallas, that feels like a prime time game. He comes. See, I give you love.
I don't know, Lamar. I'm just, in my opinion, just his style of play.
So let me ask. So my first question is not about the money that he got. For the same people that were in the hunt for Deshaun Watson, for some of those teams to come out
How many
this year,
people were actually in the hunt, though?
Yeah, of course.
God, there were like 10 teams in the hunt for him.
Well, that's what you heard on the radio, and that's what everything. How many people were actually in the hunt, though?
That's it. For some of those teams to come out.
It all comes down to your owner because you got an owner.
No, listen,
That'll
let me
pay
get
his
this.
Deshaun
quarterback.
Watson's going to pay off. I think he's going to
Let
pay
me
off.
get here first. Let me get here. Y'all keep interrupting the statements. For people that were in the hunt for Deshaun Watson last year, to come out and boldly and just flatly say, we want no part of Lamar Jackson. None. I find shocking.
Is that more to the story that you're not hearing, though?
Well, let's get to the other part. There's a lot of, because his injuries weren't running injuries. He got injured in the pocket both times.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with running. He doesn't take hits. He's not. He's not. What was this guy's name in Washington?
Robert.
RGI. He's not him. He's not over here taking hits and his legs are touching his
I think Lamar's a rough first quarterback, though. If it comes down to it, yeah.
But also, the other thing about it,
Nor did his body go left and his foot go right.
another thing about it,
Like that.
Lamar Jackson, you have not heard from him or his camp say that they want a $240 million guaranteed contract. What they have said is, I want more money than Deshaun Watson.
What does that mean?
It means Deshaun Watson
means-
is MVP. Lamar Jackson has.
It means, because how often does an MVP?
Also,
people-
Deshaun Watson has a fully guaranteed contract. They're not going to give that.
So again, so you see, This is the interpretation. This is probably what GMs probably thought.
That's
This is probably how owners heard it when they heard Deshaun Watson. Because when you hear Deshaun Watson's name, you automatically start thinking 4 years, whatever, fully guaranteed. They could do a Patrick Mahomes contract and give him $260 guaranteed, $250 guaranteed. Not $260. That's over.
You're talking over 10 years, though?
Yes.
He won't last that long in the NFL, though.
But the contract is never going to be seen.
Well, they could do.
And again,
yeah,
you do 8 years. You give him an 8-year contract. You spread it out. That way you have time to move around and spread that money.
I don't think he's
What
gonna
happens is
anywhere
that.
near
But what I think happens is that people hear Deshaun Watson and they hear his money and they get.
He screwed up the market.
Well, he did that.
Yeah.
But he didn't screw up the market.
It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
They
Yeah.
said it was the
yeah.
owner, but here's my point.
Now,
Here's my point, though, and this is what Lamar said. Lamar's like, hold it. If Kirk Cousins got fully guaranteed, and if Deshaun Watson got the money he got with off the field trouble, and having torn 2 ACLs,
and never been an MVP.
I've never been an MVP.
But the money they're talking about giving him full guarantees is way
So
not
okay,
way more
so
than
now it looks like this.
Same
way
ballpark.
more than
So
him.
now it looks
It's in
like
the ballpark.
He'll be the highest paid quarterback
So-
next to Joe
so I'm gonna tell you- so-
Burrow and
what ends up happening is that we hear Lamar Jackson, we hear Deshaun Watson. You know about his money, and the thought process gets pigeonholed into
there's something there.
a fully guaranteed
There's
contract.
something there.
Well, Baltimore is negotiating through the media.
Well, you got to realize, Baltimore.
Well, also because Lamar
doesn't have an agent. He does it on his own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His mom.
Well, him and his mom. And the offer that they gave him was $130 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I heard about
You
that.
signing that? You're Lamar
Well, I
Jackson.
sounded, yes, I would sign.
No,
Yeah, I know what you're
You're
saying.
Lamar Jackson.
No, I would have signed it.
You signing that? Okay, then. That's disrespectful.
But there's more to the story that we don't know about. Right?
Okay, you're Lamar Jackson. Is more money than Deshaun Watson feared. You're Lamar Jackson.
He's a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson.
I know what we're talking about. We're talking about next man up.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know if I don't think Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. To be honest with you.
As a passer, no. As a passer, no. As an all-around player, yes.
When Deshaun Watson's on point, he can make up for it. It's like
He's
it's
a
like
beast,
yeah.
yeah. As a passer, no, but as an all-around player, yes, he is.
So is Lamar Jackson an better all-around player than Patrick Mahomes? Just curious.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
No.
okay,
No,
that's
no,
curious.
no.
Just
No.
curious. I
But you gotta realize,
I wasn't good like
the Kansas City Chiefs
Like
were
when I say
so
just curious,
smart.
it means that I wasn't gonna attack you either way.
No. The Kansas City Chiefs were so smart to do that contract. He's not even the 5th highest paid quarterback right now.
So now we get we're 10-40. Let me get this last question. So let's get back to normal thought process of contracts, right? $400 million, $250 guaranteed, 8 years. If you're Lamar Jackson, no, I'm asking you as Lamar Jackson.
That's a good contract, yes.
If you're Lamar
Any
Jackson,
quarterback,
would you
8
take
years,
that?
yeah.
But here's the point that you're missing.
Nobody's going to give him that contract. though.
Here's the point that you're
I
missing.
know what you're saying.
Now-
Joe Burrow, yes.
So
all
is
over.
it? So no. Is it because now are they not giving him that contract because they haven't put themselves in the? I don't think they put themselves in that thought space.
But here's the problem.
I think that their thought space is still over here.
You're
Oh, we got to give him
I don't
five,
think you're
five to
missing style of
250.
play. I
You're
don't
missing
think-
the elephant in the room.
Talk to me.
They're doing this, and they're saying, "Oh, it's because Lamar wants too much money, and he's been injured 2 times. He was only injured once last year when you had an opportunity to do this. Deshaun Watson didn't have this contract last year when you had the opportunity to do this.
So you got to realize I'm running.
That's your
everybody.
that's your own damn fault.
When you first,
That's my point.
When Baltimore had the opportunity to do
Do
this
it's
after
their
his
own damn
MVP
fault.
season,
Right.
because put it this way,
They waited till Deshaun got the next
I
contract.
I can understand
and then
waiting
Lamar
to give
got
Daniel
hurt
Jones
again.
his money. It makes no sense not to give Lamar Jackson his money when he was doing it.
There's no comparison there. I know what you're saying. Though.
Because you can't
The,
compare
Gi-
it to
the Giants had no other option.
that too.
Yeah, there's no other.
I said this Monday.
If Baltimore could trade Lamar Jackson to get 3 or 4 first-round picks, I mean, they could do stuff.
And
if they
start
wanted
over
to.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what happens?
His position is my point.
Remember, this
That's
isn't.
what Dallas did too, though.
So
That's what Dallas did too.
so remember this. This isn't the NFL that we started to grow up with. This is now.
But they're adapting to quarterbacks like that
No,
anymore.
so this is now today's NFL. And in today's NFL, and sports period, most team sports, especially in today's NFL now, the way it's been moving, you don't sign Lamar Jackson. Do you know what kind of stain that puts on Baltimore's face as an organization, as a franchise? They're already catching blows right now for the mistreatment of Lamar Jackson. They don't sign him. What does that start to say to
They
players?
just don't have faith in him. That's what I'm thinking it comes down to.
But see,
the other point that was
but remember,
by,
when it comes to players are not looking at it from the GM standpoint or the owner standpoint. Players look at it from the player standpoint. I won MVP while playing with you, and you still won't pay me. Why would I want to play there?
That's why I think. Well, based off what I've seen, it's just injuries. But you know what? Everybody gets injured. And Sean Watson was injured more than he was.
And last year, with this talk about, Lamar could have played. Why didn't you send the team doctors to check him out?
Well, no. In my opinion, I think he could have played. I think he stayed out. He did the smart thing. He did the smart thing to stay out.
But they didn't send the doctors to examine him to see if he could.
So
they did not do that. So
I think he could play. Or I think he could have at least played.
He showed his value. He said, "Listen, you can't win without me."
And what ends up happening is that if he had Patrick Mahomes like security, he probably would have.
But you got to realize you're not going to see contracts like that all the time. They did that. Patrick Mahomes is next to Tom Brady. He's a once in a lifetime quarterback. You're never going to see a quarterback contract like that. Joe Burrow is probably the next one up. That's going to have close to that.
I'm gonna say something.
He's going to get a 4 or 5 year contract.
I'm not trying to disrespect Patrick Mahomes, but to call him a once in a lifetime quarterback, I disagree with.
What has he done though? Look what he's done.
And I'm just gonna tell you why. Listen, look, Patrick Mahomes, bro. It's only because if he goes to Detroit with what Matt Stafford has had to deal with his whole entire career, I don't think we're talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I think you're wrong there. If you give Patrick Mahomes Calvin Johnson in his prime, and then they never had really a running game there. You get Amon St. Brown. He's a better receiver than any player on the Chiefs.
Culture, organization.
Coaching has a lot to do with it.
Okay,
yes.
So now you take Matt Stafford from day one, and you team him up with Andy Reid and whatever they had lined up in Kansas City, which was basically a championship team ready to be won. You're talking about him. I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
Just ease off one of the greatest. Only because
at this point right now.
I don't want to talk shit about Patrick. I'm not.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I think there's quarterbacks that came in the league with similar talent that may have done, may have done the same things that he have done if given the same opportunities. And if he was put in some of their opportunities, it would have been the same, probably the same thing we saw. 1,500 yards from to Megatron, 4,500 yards passing, 40, 50 touchdowns, no chips.
If my uncle was a woman, he'd have been a hell of an aunt. So let's move on.
That's true too. Let's get to trivia.
But also looking like this, freaking Belichick's probably the best coach of all time. Tom Brady went to another team and won a Super Bowl.
On a ready-made team, ready to win a championship, and then he brought
in. At the time, no, they built around it at that time.
Tom Brady?
Yeah. Gronk wasn't there until Tom Brady came.
Okay, well, so first, let me cut off half my statement. First, it was a ready-made team, ready to win.
Not at the time. No, they built around it.
They got 50 touchdowns from Jameis Winston and almost 5,000 yards.
But also the same amount of picks too, though.
Okay, then that's how.
But they didn't have Gronkowski. Gronkowski, that's a huge difference.
So then, after he went to a ready-made team, he brought in, like I was saying, 3 Hall of Famers.
Well, that's because he brought them there, yeah.
And his fourth wide receiver was Antonio Brown. His fourth best wide receiver.
But also the coach
on the depth chart.
Arians. Arians is a great coach. He would have never went there if Tom Brady went there.
I'm not giving all this clout to Tom Brady.
Yes.
I'm not giving all this clout to Tom Brady winning a championship. You know why? Because Matthew Stafford went into the same exact scenario that Tom Brady did and did the same exact thing. So you know what that showed me? Any average quarterback could go into the situation that Tom Brady was in and win a championship.
Stafford would have. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, he went to LA and did the same thing.
But he's not Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's a different animal.
Tom Brady.
But he could have been in the right situation. Trivia time?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
First question.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right.
2002. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, we're getting up there with numbers.
300.
300.
That's what I bought for women was.
What? You said that's
Not size.
that's
Not
the
size.
size you like your women? Listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
I like 280.
Listen, big girls need love too. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Getting money all around the world because big girls need love too.
Stop. You better stop with that song. That song is so addictive. Everything on YouTube. Everything on YouTube.
No, it's
It's not a bad song.
It's a real song, though.
Was it Coil of the Day or whatever?
But see, like I'm a New Yorker, so
That's what I see.
I like the remix because there's a remix to the Busta Rhymes beat that since day one has been flowing in New York. Like whatever regular version came out, what's out now, because all I know is the.
It's actually not a bad song. It's all right.
Against the break.
300, you said?
Yeah.
And scrolling all the way up, all the way down.
Probably a Cowboys question.
I don't think I have any Cowboys questions in here.
Well, that sucks for you.
Okay. You guys really get a lot of questions that I added today. What cry was bellowed moments before kicking the messenger down the hole in 300? See, for number 300, you get a 300 question.
Oh, I know this one. Kigley and Ice does it. This is Sparta.
Final answer?
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
He tries his wife. You can never touch a messenger.
I thought he said we are smart.
No.
This is Sparta.
All right.
It's nice.
All right.
All right.
Pressure's on, guys. Pressure's
I was
on.
doing that vicious Sparta. All right. Listen, he's trying to make his comeback because he gotta get almost all of these.
No, I'm gonna go 56 on trailer.
56. Okay. That's one of my favorite numbers. I know
I
you
can't
talk
really
about.
get to the Cowboys fan, so Eddie's more the Cowboys fan.
I hope I hear
I also feel like
everybody.
it was a thing of the time. Where all I saw based on my market was either New York games or San Francisco games. I feel like I watched all of the San Francisco 49ers games growing up, and I don't know how.
But
Like I know I definitely watch a lot of Chicago
Remember,
because
I watched
WG.
a lot of-
early
I
90s,
watched
early
a lot of
90s.
Dallas
Cowboys
games growing up.
49ers.
You know why?
Cowboys 49ers.
Because we're America's team, and that's why. But anyway,
I don't
keep
really
going.
think about that watching Dallas. Though. I was a San Francisco fan. I really
I'm
was.
sorry.
I didn't pay attention to Dallas until Emmitt Smith.
All
That's
right,
my favorite player of all time.
56. You did say this already. Okay.
Your favorite player of
Which
all time.
Marlin won National League MVP in 2017?
I know this one.
yeah, I think I know it too.
Grim.
Giancarlo
City.
Final answer?
Yeah.
So like.
I almost hit the wrong answer. The wrong button again.
Somewhere out there.
All right, Chase. It's on you. 78. 278.
Take that.
Okay. What quarterback has the most wins in Broncos history?
Elway!
He's not a participant. I can't ring my new people.
I just told you. I said Elway, didn't I?
You can't say he's answered.
277.
Who was the first Major League player to have his number retired?
I'll take 278 again.
Major League what? Baseball?
Yeah. All time?
Baseball?
First player of all time?
Oh, Babe Ruth.
No. I would say, he's going to a different question?
No. He's still doing that.
All right, so I can answer the question?
Well, are you
I
gonna?
think we all chime in.
He's gonna pick
No,
his questions.
No, I'm ruling out 277 now.
All right.
Yeah.
I say Shock Up.
Not him either. But you're up next. What's your
All
number?
right, Tommy. Let me do 45.
What's the answer?
What was the answer?
Who Garrett?
Oh, it was the Yankee. So I was
Iron
close.
Horse.
We're both close.
The Iron Horse.
That was the first player of all time to get retired. Yankees history or just period?
I have it as regular history. I don't have it as Yankees.
Oh, okay.
You got the all-time.
Yeah, he played played in the 30s. It makes sense, yeah.
I got
High Cobb was before him.
I didn't feel like Luke. I didn't feel like Luke. 45, you said?
Joe DiMaggio. 45.
Who is the NBA all-time leader in rebounds?
Rebound.
Definitely not Johnson.
Hold on. I got $100. I bet you I got it.
Shh. You gotta let him answer it. Then you can answer it.
Rebound.
Put that $100 up.
I said Kareem.
Final answer?
You about right.
You have failed this city.
Still.
Who?
Still.
Oh, Will.
Ron,
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about Will. That was back from that, man. Never washed my hands.
It's inside right to this back corner right here.
Yeah, inside the
Like right at the end of the booths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franklin,
What's out the door? Take a
you're
left,
next.
Just fall around. You see right on the door.
There?
No. Over here. Door over here.
Number 94.
94.
Who's the best cowboy that ever wore that? There's two of them.
Shit, man.
There's only one, right?
Actually, is the question. No. The first event annually in horse racing's Triple Crown. What is it? The first event annually in horse racing's Triple Crown.
So I keep that around.
Fuck you out in the door.
Is that your final answer?
Correct.
No. Keep going. Keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down.
Oh, yeah.
He's running away with this now.
Big man.
Chase, where you
You
at?
driving them home?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's having a good time.
He is.
Where's Chase go?
Did Chase bounce? Chase!
Chase,
Number!
Get it?
your question.
I get it now.
If you don't come out in the next 10 minutes, he's probably
Oh, he's
sleeping
going the
in
wrong
his
direction.
car.
He's going towards the pool tables.
Second time I've been around this dude.
You babysitting all the time?
Nah, it's the second time I've been around.
Would you meet him here or you?
Nah, Uber.
Uber? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he's paying you to Uber him?
damn, okay. So you
He's
sitting
making hella money.
Nah.
Oh.
We'll see.
You think like a taxi? You're not on the clock right now, are you?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm
Let's see what this payday looking like.
That's a good man right there. That's dedication. Jesus. I felt like telling him to take me to players. So I'm buying a couple drinks. I'll make that account worth it.
Trying to go to sleep.
He's like, fuck man, I'm tired.
No, you're a good dude. You're a good dude. I'll give you props on that.
Where did Chase go? All right, Chase got a big catch up. All right, JR.
Let's do it.
Round 3.
All right, let's go. Tell me, let's do, I see 4 to 7. Let's do 47.
Ooh, who's playing right now? Toronto versus the Clippers?
You know who's going to win? The person with the most points.
Which is not the team that Russell Westbrook is playing for.
All right, 47.
Yo, is Russell Westbrook a jinx at this point in time? Is he starting to become a
He
jinx?
was a freaking triple-double monster. But I don't know.
But it gets tiring. Well, you remember this.
He can't accept the back roll. He can't accept to not be the best player on his team.
Well, just think about this. His most effective time was when he put up triple doubles. When he puts up a triple double, his team wins 75% of the time. The only thing that sucks about it, he only could put up a triple double about 41 times, about half the time.
But just imagine you had Kevin Durant, James Harden, you had Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka go against the Heat. That team.
He was too young. He got son.
Oh my God.
Like, so what happened to them? We
Give
see.
them 2 or 3 years after that, they would have been dominant.
They should have.
1056.
All right, let's go.
All right, 47.
47. I thought you just said 94. I'm joking.
No, that
I'm
was-
messing with it. 47. Have we got to 47 yet? Nope. All right. 47, 47, 47. What tool is used in striking a tennis ball in the sport of tennis?
Racket. Tennis racket.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. It's got a handle on it. I'm trying to make the question
Trying to catch it.
a little bit more difficult. All right,
I don't know why. All right, Franklin.
All right. Let's go with 95.
He's ready.
You pause for a second.
Who's the best 95 you know?
He's just going down the list at this point.
Yeah.
In what year were it jumped a while ago? In what year were women allowed to compete in the modern Olympic Games? And
Don't do, buddy.
why are you gonna get the hard one? In what sport? So in what year were women finally allowed to compete in the modern Olympic Games? And in what year were they allowed to play in? Now this is regular Olympics, right? So just keep your mind of your every 4 years.
So is it summer or winter?
Regular Olympics, because some of them
All of them are regular, summer or winter.
regular Olympics.
Well,
Both of them are regular.
well, I
but
think
it's
regular
summer.
summer.
or
Yeah,
winter.
winter is Winter Olympics. And regular is
Because Winter
probably
Olympics
summer.
didn't come around so much later. I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The Winter Games and everything. Winter Games. I can confuse them too. It was too much later.
See,
No.
because it could
I do
be.
remember the ski jump my whole entire life.
Because it should be in Winter Olympics.
Is that breed? I'm joking. Okay, so it's regular Summer Olympics.
Oh, you're talking about your girl,
Regular Olympics. It don't even matter.
I think they made
What
a
year
movie-
was
I
women
think they
allowed
made
to
a movie
compete
after-
in the modern Olympic Games and in what sport?
We're going 1952 gymnastics.
Sounds about right. Okay.
That was pretty
Yeah, right.
damn good.
You have failed this test.
1900, even tennis.
Okay.
Listen, when I said good,
You got
it was a hell of a solid answer. I was like, shit. If I didn't know, I would have think like, what have women been doing since I could remember? Shit, swinging them hips and them bars. Actually, sure. I'm still surprised. You know what I'm actually really surprised about? Track and field. Simple old 40 meter.
I think figure skating.
That's why I was saying was it winter or summer.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Because
surprised
that was going to be my answer.
because
You
that's
said
the
winter.
oldest Olympic game. It's just flat out running in a straight line. Like, so I'm surprised that they weren't in there. Okay, we got about 6 minutes left into the 7 minutes left, 8 minutes left into the show. Let's get our next number out here. That was just Frank. Okay, round 4.
Hey, buddy, get home. Get home safe, man. Take it easy.
All right, Pippin, be safe. I appreciate you. Appreciate you listening.
You
Here every
gotta get Chase
Wednesday.
there. Gotta get Chase.
Huh?
Chase.
Oh, Chase, where you at? Is he out here? Chase ain't out here.
Oh.
We'll catch Chase.
Chase.
You see Chase?
Yes, right there. But
I
he's
don't
doing.
see Chase. I think so.
Yeah, he's watching the door right now. He's over here. He's over here on the door right now.
Okay, well, I'm over here at the entrance.
Okay. That guy's dedication, man. He's got dedication.
That's a rough one. Okay. So we'll wait for Chase. We'll get him to catch up. We'll see him. But round 4, JR, on you.
Alright. Let me do.
So we're gonna take this out to round 5. So we're gonna have one more round after this.
Let's do. What about number 4?
Number
Dak
4.
Prescott.
Oh, this is gonna be an easy one there. All-time assist leader in NBA
Assist leader.
of all time.
Oh, John Stockton.
Final answer?
Yeah, John Stockton.
I was just matching the way you answered that.
Yo, you got me, asshole. You got me a little nervous.
Listen, this is still. This is.
I couldn't, honestly, if you see me drunk, I couldn't feel like that. I mean,
That's a nature thing. That's an internal thing. That's a natural nature thing. That's not. Oh, I'm just because I'm no. That's an internal nature. That's a
Number 16.
Oh, you just say John Stockton, number 16.
Yeah, I think you've already been eliminated.
no, there's no elimination. We got rounds here. There's no
Listen, he
elimination.
may be right. How many bases are there on a baseball field?
baseball diamond.
The question said field.
Okay, 4.
I'm going to this break.
Final answer?
Yes.
But he didn't lose any leeway.
And he fucking.
He got 3 right in that same one too. Okay. Listen, this all comes down to Franklin at this point in time. Let's see. You got 3 in that round. That gives you that brings you up to 5, JR.
All right, what's the score?
Franklin, you picked up 3 in that round. That brings you up to 8. And even with Chase's, even if Chase got every question right, he would not be passing you up. So let's go ahead and get the secret envelope out.
At least it's a Cowboys fan. I'm going to play her, so.
See, Faith, grab her ass.
I'm going to grab something else.
Oh, I thought it's a $20 gift card. I thought it was $25. Hold on 1 second. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're all 20s. Okay.
Are they both working tonight?
I don't
Nicole?
think
I don't think
Christina's working.
I don't know Nicole either. I haven't seen Nicole in a while.
Everyone's so cool.
Guaranteed. I hang out with them one time outside of work. They're getting spoiled.
65. Let's go.
Hey,
Alrighty.
are you safe now?
Alright.
I'm good. Yeah.
Let's get him in here for the last couple of minutes.
No, he
Alright.
said even if
Listen, he wants his questions. He wants his questions. You got 3 questions.
All right.
you gotta get,
I need
you
3
gotta get
numbers.
all 3 of them right. Right?
To even stand a chance.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Somebody pick a number. Any number, whichever number.
Pick a number. These are your numbers.
20.
Between you
There
already
you
did
go. 20. Let's
We-
go with 20.
already
20.
not. Yeah, we did 20 already.
We did 20 already. All right. So we'll go with 91.
91. That sounds like a winner.
That's one number.
I'm pretty
Go
sure.
with, 205
Okay, that's good as well.
and 183.
183.
Let's see what
Okay.
we got.
91. This is an Are You Smarter Than a 5th grader question, grade 1. As you can see, you guys have gotten all grade 1s. So I haven't added in the 2nd grade stuff yet. I need time. I gotta add them in layers. So pretty soon we're gonna.
I'll walk
You
across.
got ready to print?
You got his number. He's Uber at home.
Yeah.
No, he's Uber.
Okay, listen.
Hey.
The famous song, he came up to the bathroom. He goes, hey, girl. Hey, girl. I know you remember me. I know you. I said, I don't know who the fuck you are. Oh, we're your friend. And then Richie is sitting next to me. Like, so Richie's trying to talk to him now. He's falling over Richie. I said, no, you want some water? I gave him water. This motherfucker gets the water and goes like this on the fucking well. And just empties the whole
You know that was
water.
his
I was
Uber
like, that
driver?
was mad disrespectful.
Tori,
You got it.
you know that was his Uber driver that's waiting with him?
Yo,
From
I
last
feel
night?
bad- I
From
feel-
last night.
Yo, I'm
I
telling you.
feel bad for Buddy because
I know.
Why you don't even know him? Like,
That was dedication.
No, yeah. He said 6 times
He
a day.
had that tab running. He had that tab running.
He's
Not
about to
nice
get
out
beat
here.
up.
I'll tell you that.
Hey,
I have it running.
Talent.
I won't.
He's about to get
I
beat
won't
up.
say something more.
Yeah, this is not get hands.
Bro, you didn't see everybody closing on him? He's
No.
about to get beat up.
Man,
No, that was his Uber driver. He's like, listen, this is a good tab. I can't let you out.
Listen.
Definitely not if you were drivers.
No,
that was
his Uber driver.
It was.
100%.
That dude. That was.
Yeah.
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 No,
Listen,
He was upset.
Listen, we all had to practice the utmost patience today.
You better get fucking 5 stars. I'll tell you that right now.
Dude, I'll give him 20 bucks.
Shit. All right. We said 91.
I said that.
What is the name of a one-wheel cycle?
Unicycle. Oh my God! Stop the fucking press.
I heard him.
The fuck?
That's one.
205.
Bring it.
What team did Melo win a championship with in college?
Clemson.
So I didn't give you a correct answer for the first one.
Syracuse.
What's your final answer? And last
I
question.
know my New York history.
183, you said.
Bring it.
What is Boo's real name in Monsters Inc? Oh, Disney question or Pixar, whatever Joe is.
What is it? What was it?
You saw what I was reading this. I forget. I forget the
I
question.
thought this was about sports.
This is the listen. There's Disney questions and all kinds of questions in here. This is one of them.
My girlfriend would be so pissed.
What is Boo's real name in Monsters Inc?
The little girl. The little girl.
Is that your favorite? Is that your final answer?
No. He said her. Okay, so
The little girl. The little girl. Who?
what's her name?
What's her real name?
I didn't say any of that. I said, what is Boo's real name in Monsters Inc?
Who's the little girl?
I don't know who that is.
Gloria.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
We got 10 minutes left in the show. I don't know how I got 10 minutes left in the show. No, not even close.
I'm telling you, who's the little
You
girl?
have failed this city.
Mary.
So it's a little girl.
What's the little girl? What's that? The sock bro.
When you get good idea, all right, what's the score right now?
All right. So trivia's officially over. Let's do this right. In third place with 5 correct answers.
5 out of 15.
I did 4, 4, and 5. It's JR.
All right.
Good job, Jam.
Don't applause. That's terrible. Thank you.
With 1 more correct answer than him. In second. We have Chase. Which means our winner tonight, with 8 correct answers. 8.
Hey, how about this?
He got praise. Here you go,
All
Phil.
right, if he wins out, let's do. Why don't you go one hard question for all 3? Just one hard question. Whoever wins. He keeps he keeps it.
Oh, you want a bragging rights question?
Yes.
Like even though he won, you just want the last question to kind of put each other against.
Let's do bragging questions. It's on you. Starts with the champion.
Can somebody give me a number between 1
Tori.
Give me a number between 1 and 333. Thank you. All right. There goes your question. 287.
Who's this on?
All of you.
There's 2 other girls over there. Thank you.
What is the drink Tyrone Biggums advertised on the Chappelle Show?
That's a tough question.
Damn, nobody blurted that out. Nobody. Listen, I was like, I dressed like him for Halloween. This is to everybody. First person that answers. This is how this one goes.
I don't know anybody dressed like Ashley Larry, but anyway, I had one of my former students be Ashley Larry for Halloween.
I haven't done Ashley Larry.
All 3 ladies.
I've done Prince, him. I've done Prince, that one, and Tyrone Biggums, Prince.
Oh, I've been dressed like Kiss.
I think the third one. Oh no, I did 2. I'm tripping. I got a picture on my profile that has 3 of them. Nothing? Guys, fellas, fellas.
What's the answer?
Now you got to give him some type of answer.
I don't know if I don't think we could answer for this one. Y'all just have to. Y'all just got to sleep on this one.
Ask another one out there.
No, you only needed 1. I want to go and I gotta get the
I've never
sports.
watched a Chappelle show, to be honest with you.
What?
Where you going?
I gotta work, man.
And we got less than 6 minutes left into the show.
All right, so
Where can I go for 6 minutes? We talked about Lamar Jackson. We got into John Morant. Didn't get into John Morant.
Oh,
We talked Knicks.
we
We talked Aaron Rodgers.
the Georgia player from last week. I found out what happened.
Oh, speaking of, the group of individuals that was recently kidnapped in Mexico, 2 of them came back and they were smuggling drugs. Had nothing to do with them going to Mexico to get a BBL.
Getting out of here,
All right, Pippin.
All right.
Good win, good
Are
win.
you talking about the one that got arrested?
Yeah, I found out what happened. See, originally
You talking about the dude that was driving?
there was a wreck, and they
Oh,
did not know-
that was the wreck. Oh, okay.
The reason the school didn't know is because he acted like he and them were coming from the same place, and they died in this tragic automobile accident. The reason for the arrest and the reason the school didn't know anything is they just found out from footage that old boy was drag racing. So when you were asking the question last week, oh, the school had to have known. No, they didn't know. All they knew was that there was a wreck. And he didn't admit the drag racing. They had to catch the footage to find out, oh, your ass was drag racing. Now, that being said, he didn't do anything to cause the demise of the other driver. The other driver just was trying to drag race and obviously wasn't an experienced drag racer.
They were
And
drag
died.
racing. I mean,
Right.
when you're drag racing, regardless of what happens, you are the
Right.
cause. Like you
Well,
guys, because you're drag racing. It kind of
Drag
goes
racing,
ahead.
nah, I don't think that's what. Well, what happens is you're drag racing. They can charge up for drag racing,
Not the murder.
right, but not the murder.
I still
He
think
didn't do
they,
anything
listen,
to cause it.
I still think they, I know what you're saying. And maybe it took 45 days for their investigation to finally
Right.
come back.
Right.
And it just so happened to be right before draft. But I'm also saying that happens far too often for me to believe that it's still a coincidence and they didn't know beforehand.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that's what they were saying
I appreciate it because you only can give me what they told you.
Right.
And it's up to me to believe what they say or not.
Right.
And I don't believe them because it happens far too often for me to believe that they were blindsided to the fact that this is what happened. So like I said, maybe they just knew he was involved somehow, didn't quite know, and it just happened. Because 45 days is still a quick turnaround time.
Right.
So he feels in my eyes.
He lied. He lied his ass off.
Oh, he's gonna lie. That's why they do investigations. They lie.
Right.
Listen, these guys lie all the time. This is why it basically said that the NFL and the NBA are the feds because they're supposed to investigate and find this stuff out and know this stuff out. Even it's supposed to find out things that you didn't even know that you had told anybody, except for your Uncle Leroy. That you ain't know that your Uncle Leroy told your Aunt Velvet, and your Aunt Velvet went down to the saloon and she done told the whole entire saloon, and the people from the saloon that went down to the gas station, she done told the man that she was over here sucking dick for crack. You know, I'd be like, next you know, half the town know about your shit. You don't even know. But let me get into something lighthearted. Last night Jordan Poole got technical. I was supposed to have the video for you guys, but Jordan Poole caught a technical. And it was one of the most lighthearted technicals I could ever imagine. I remember seeing. Like, these are the kind of technicals that Rasheed Wallace used to get. Like, for doing regular activity and the referees just being mad. Like, they called, I don't know if they called a foul or a turnover on Poole, but the referees called him for the ball. He bounces the ball to the ref gives him a technical.
Wow.
Like, that's like, unless there's something that I don't remember seeing, and I end up watching the replays of it, so maybe I need to go back and watch the game and watch what happened 10 minutes leading up to that, right? But
that's almost as bad as one time Rasheed Wallace got a foul because the player, they called Rasheed for a foul. Rasheed was arguing the foul. They said, I didn't do it. He was arguing the foul. So they called a foul on Rasheed. So the player goes to shoot the foul shot. This is the foul shot.
This the first time they gave.
And then Rasheed Wallace said, "Ball don't lie." And I'm like, God damn.
Which was also excessive too. And I'm around the audience why? Because Rasheed Wallace had been saying that for like 3 years already.
Right.
Like him saying "ball don't lie" was nothing new. He had always said it anytime a foul was called. And the other team went to go shoot a free throw, and they missed. That's the reason why some of you may even hear some people say that if you're unfamiliar with seeing Rasheed Wallace play. So when he did it that time, even though in a way it's a direct response, like, hey, I know what you're saying, ref, but ball don't lie. That's something for the referee to take personally. But also we've seen moments like this even with Tim Duncan on the bench, clapping, and the referees get like, what the hell? And even that one was egregious because.
He wasn't even
it's
in the
Tim
game.
Duncan. Now,
he wasn't in the game.
Now,
he was on the bench.
while we all are aware that the NBA can come back and rescind these fouls, these technical fouls, it doesn't mean that they still don't affect the game in that moment. And that's the part that really irks me. It's not the fact that the NBA can come back and get it right. It's the fact that why is Jordan Poole getting the technical right there anyway, which could have affected the win and loss factor of the game. You see, when they issue out technical fouls and the NBA rescinds it, I need a referee on a 1-game suspension.
Or fine.
Or some. No, I need something because you literally remove that person, right? Or trying to remove that person from the court, or you're doing an action to change the outcome of that game. You need to be removed from calls and games. It's the MyT Sports Podcast. I am Jonathan Lamar Taylor. We're out. Play my outro so that they don't got to go out the dead end if you don't mind.